Whew.
You know what time it is. It's time for week 3 of the Underpeel. I am Renegram. I'm joined here with Yawa200, and we're going to watch a very interesting match here today.
We've got two, I believe they're new, correct? The Underpeel. This is their first.
Yes, in fact, like we have barely any returning players on these teams. Between the matchup will be Team Grimoire versus the Chortle Turtles, and there's like 3 returning players total. Although there is one sub today, but we'll ignore that. There is a new blood rivalry going on here between these two very interesting teams, and I'm kind of hyped for it.
Yes, I am too. Both of them trying to make their mark. We'll see how it out. Though I want to say I'm a little interested in the names and the name choices we've got going on.
You know, some people might think that on paper this is an easy matchup for Team Grimoire, but that is certainly not the case. The Turtles have played against 3 of the strongest teams in the league, and kind of held their own regardless. Despite their placing right now, they've definitely got a way of holding their own here. This is much more even ground than it might appear.
I think there's plenty more ground to gain for them. I think they can truly step ahead of the game. But we'll just have to see, of course. We'll just have to hope and pray and see what they can shore it up, I suppose.
Yeah, of course. And I don't know if we have the pick bands ready quite yet. We'll have it ready for you in a little bit. But we do know that the Turtles have a habit of picking one of their favorite maps, which is Bind. And, let's see if that happens again today.
We've seen a few of them in the in-houses, in and out.
Yeah, that's good, getting a little practice in before their match.
Always practice.
So, what are your expectations going into this match?
I'm thinking, hopefully, we see a new team coming out on top and maybe making their name right here in the Underpeel for a first time. Whether it be Team Grimoire or whether it be Team Turtles, I think they both have quite the amazing potential. Personally, don't tell them I said this, but I think Turtle Turtles, just because the name is absolutely outstanding.
Indeed, I'm excited for this match because we haven't seen these teams much at all before. We haven't seen them on stream, and there's so many new players on each of them. We really don't know what all to expect from this new blood match. I'm kind of hyped for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hopefully they give us, a great show. I mean, don't want to. I want to see plenty of aces. I want to see new star players. I want to see a new rivalries being born here.
Oh, I love the rivalries that we have managed to create, either intentionally or accidentally, through this league. And this whole new gen kind of thing, we could see an entirely new style, or we could see one ace every round, maybe, if you're lucky. You never know.
Oh, there's no luck about it. We know they can do it.
But yeah, with these are really a mixed bag roster. You don't really know what to expect quite yet, and I hope that they can show both teams can show that they can really stand their ground.
Oh, I agree. I mean, trail mix of a bag we've got going on. We're gonna see what kind of show they give us.
So, just so we know, for those of you who aren't aware, the roster of Turtle Turtles is Emmy, Ved, Grash, Funky Monk, and 2 Hyper. A lot of strong players there. And on Team Grimoire, we have Cherry, Nixie, Chicken, Jormy Kim, and Ion Prod. Ion Prod is being subbed out for today by Jess. And these are strong.
Quite formidable. They're gonna have a bit of a challenge, I think. Both teams, though. It's a bit of a learning experience. We're gonna see how it plays out.
Yeah,
How's your experience been in the Underpeel so far?
all these matches, most of them, have been really competitive so far. And I'm hoping we can see that again today. We very well might, because we don't really know what to expect yet. And I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm just hoping we get a competitive game. I hope we get 3 games. You never know. But a 3-map set would be quite nice.
3 maps, each different play styles. That'd be cool. That'd be sweet.
So we do have the graphic coming up here
We do.
of the rosters. Just a second. I vanished.
I appear to be fine, so don't worry. I'm still here.
I got pokeballed.
Capture.
Oh no.
It wouldn't be the Underpeel without some technical difficulties.
Good job, Hoy. Good job. So yeah, here's the roster of CHOT. Emmy, Veg, Grash. Oh, what was that? Oh, Ved was a replacement halfway through the season so far, and this roster is very impressive to say the least. I don't know what to expect.
Quite intimidating.
It's quite intimidating. And Team Grimoire, if we could pull that up. If Funky Monk's your GOAT, great. We got Cherry, Nixie, Chicken, Jormy Kim, and Ion Prod. Jess is subbing in for Ion Prod today. And I don't know, I've played with Jormy Kim a couple times. Kinda fire.
Looking at this is definitely.
Ooh, I'm being told that we have the map bands ready.
Oh.
Let's get into that.
I was gonna say known delay.
I love map bands. Oh boy. So here we see a ban of Sunset and Abyss. Abyss a pretty popular ban so far this league, especially from Team Grimoire. And then rather than picking Bind, Turtles actually pick Split. That's the first time this season that they haven't gone for a Bind pick. And Team Grimoire picking Haven. We will go to a Bind Decider, though.
Bit upsetting on the Pearl ban, I cannot lie. I'm hoping to see a Pearl match once, just once this season.
We'll get at least one, come on. One time. So we should be getting into the lobby here shortly, and I'm very curious. Very curious to see what we got.
Even more exciting than the map bans and picks, we're going to have to see their agent picks and see what we're dealing with this season and this game.
Yeah. That match will be ready in just a couple of minutes, and I don't know, like, that Bind going to Decider is kind of crazy. I think Turtles have something cooked up here.
I have to agree. I think their usual map, it looks like they're going to be playing on the home field. Hopefully we'll see some progress with them, and maybe they can slip up under their opponent's feet.
Again, it's really a bag of tricks here. We've got a lot that we don't know, and I'm just here for it. And we do see a Pearl ban, that's unfortunate, but we do see an Ascent ban, and I know that's not a very popular map right now. So I guess we can't complain. We can't complain that much. I'll complain.
True.
Don't get me wrong, but we can't complain that much.
Well, I suppose I'll try to keep it to a minimum.
You know, to be fair, I guess Split is a similar map to Bind in terms of how slow it can be and how set play focused it can be. So I guess I can see why Turtles might be a little more comfortable going towards that for a first pick, but I'm still intrigued to see what they've got, because this is unprecedented for them so far.
They might have cooked up some new tricks up their sleeves that we might be able to see in game.
And Haven, Team Grimoire picking Haven is very interesting. Haven been a very popular map, but a very chaotic one for sure. You have to be very confident in your retaking strategies, and if not, you can really get demolished on a map like Haven, where retakes are so important. And if you aren't geared up for those post plants or that strong defaulty play that Haven really requires, it can be very difficult. And that's why Haven can be a great pick if your opponent's team hasn't geared up for it properly.
Especially with all the agents that have many lineups on Haven that we've seen throughout all the time in Valorant. I mean, any map has good lineups. I haven't seen just as many as I have on the Haven.
Yeah, we got a lot of nerd stuff on Haven, being an older map, to say the least. It's got a lot of things that people have figured out. And a lot of people get very sweaty on Haven for myriad reasons. There's a lot of people joke about Ascent being near solved, but Haven's had a lot of cooking happen over and over and over, and we just keep getting more. Who's your old man, Blue? Who's your old man? Getting word that Chicken is old.
We'll have to see if that old chicken can talk up some new tricks or not. 27 is
old,
not
yes.
old.
What a boomer.
Oh, making me feel decrepit.
Yeah, he's pushing 40. That's closer to 50 than they were to being born. Like, damn. That's old.
What a topic.
Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see some Split gameplay. I tuned into like one round of Game Changers today, Saw a team get demolished on Split. But hey, I love seeing teams not get demolished on Split too.
Well, just as much as we see a team getting demolished on Split, we can see a team demolishing on Split. Hopefully, that's what we'll see today.
I want to see a very long game, and Split can lean into that. To be fair, I want to see a close game, not necessarily a long one. A close game.
I'm expecting it. I'm expecting a close game today. I think they've both got pretty equal footing so far that we've seen, which is almost nothing to be fair. But I think we'll see a pretty close game.
Yeah, in terms of info, we have very little. But we're going to see a lot of things that we imagine are pretty crazy.
As we have nothing, it can only lead to expectations.
Yeah, if you have no expectations, you're going to be surprised.
And how true that is.
So what kind of agents do you think to expect on this split? Again, we don't know much about these teams' picks in general, but what kind of agent or composition do you want to see on Split even?
What kind do I want to see, or what do I expect to see?
Either or.
Well, what I want to see is some very weird, wacky plays, maybe some really strange agent picks that you'd never see on Split. But what I expect to see is I'm expecting everybody to get a pretty good comp. I think we're going to see the usual lock-ins. I think we'll have... I'm curious on what their comfort picks are, actually, because I don't actually know.
I mean, we've seen some very interesting comfort picks, such as last Saturday we saw the double controller no Viper on Split, which ended away. And I like the comfort picks. I do, as long as they're reasonable and not double controller no Viper on Split. But I personally expect to see some things that are relatively standard, but probably also two neons, just because people are kind of figuring out what neon does now. And unfortunately, those people are usually the neon players.
Well, I would read that, the neon players are discovering what neon can do. A little late, if you ask me, though.
Yeah, but I've definitely noticed an uptick in neon skill levels, especially with some of the silly little things you can do with her now. Intentional or not. But
we've seen a lot
I digress.
We've seen a lot of strange neon plays, yes. I'm hoping, because I do agree with you, I think we're going to see at least one or two neons. Well, not that there can be more than two, but I think we're going to see one. I guarantee
yeah, we'll see 5 neons.
We're going to see 5 neons on each team. It's going to be 10v10 neon only.
That's how we get an ace every round.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you just need at least one neon alive at any given time.
It's anyone's game at that point.
All right, so are you ready for the agent select on Split? It worked for... There we go. Look at these hovers. We already see the Viper lock in, a very traditional Split pick. A Sky as well, kind of fallen out of the meta, but definitely still a very popular pick on Split. Jess hovering the Astra. And there's our neon. There's our neon.
There's our neon, of course. I'm seeing a bit of a... It looks to be double controllers for Chortle Turtles, and I'm quite curious if they're going to lock that in.
It's not unlikely. Definitely one of the most powerful combinations on Split can be the Astra Viper or the Omen Viper. Very dominant stall in general, and it's very hard to get past that. As well as the Cypher. The Cypher, a very popular... We do see them lock the double controller, but the Cypher, a very popular pick on Split. Just being able to feed so much information and slow things down so much.
Really, and we also have the Sage as well. It looks like we've got a double controller for Chortles and then a double Sentinel going on for Grimoire. We're going to have to see how they clash.
I mean, does Sage really count as double sentinel here?
Well, for split, I think so. If
I
it was
think
any other
Sage
map,
counts more as a sack. I don't know.
eh,
Maybe I'm alone in that. We do see Chicken on Reyna though, and
we do.
Chicken has some infamous things going on with Reyna. Doing some silly little things, getting away with them. But I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I think we're gonna see quite an interesting matchup here, especially with both teams going a double. I mean, technically, yeah, I guess you have to go double, don't you, on any role?
Yep. Unless you pick Sage.
Well, I disagree with you on this. I think Sage counts as a sentinel.
Sage is nothing except on split where she's like kind of something. I don't know. And here we are going into the game. Overlay's a little bit buggy, but it tends to do that. Can't complain too much. We got 4. That's probably a new record, honestly. But gearing up for this early B aggression, it looks like, from Turtle Portals. And definitely a popular pistol strat. Speaking of popular pistol strats, there goes the Sage wall up in mid. Very difficult to break with pistols.
Concealment!
Emmy already breaking it. And there's a lot of space taken so far. Garage. Skydog out, spotting Nixie. And the Turtles fall back a little.
Strong start on the B push.
I'm out of here!
There we go.
There it is, and looks like we're back.
Look at this rotate coming out already. Yes, we know the stream's a little bit laggy. It is what it is. But going up through vents already.
Here.
Ved is up so far.
Does
A
we
really
manage?
difficult spot to clear.
It looks like we've managed to sniff out the rotate coming out. But we see a few kills here.
Ooh.
30 seconds left.
Jerry getting that kill is really important.
Yes.
Jerry's going as well. The trades just keep coming out.
Spike down A.
Actually going way too good.
Last player
Nope.
standing.
It just
Well,
keeps
it looks
happening. It just keeps happening. And it's Nixie left in this 1v2. Blaze is made. Shots fired on the Emmy.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
10 seconds left. Spike
Forced
planted.
plant.
Camera is destroyed.
Cam is broken. Gotta play very careful here,
And
Nixie.
a great shot.
What a perfect shot.
Clutch.
You forget.
Oh, I wouldn't go that
Always
far. I
play high
mean,
stakes.
Let me glaze him a little bit, okay?
okay.
Team Grimoire taking that pistol round. Pretty important round, especially on split. Having that weapon advantage in this kind of map
This
can be
is a
very
nice spot.
devastating.
Very important, especially for this map. Might see some tricky plays, though, that might completely throw it all away. Have to see.
You never know. There can be a lot of things happening in this single round, no matter what the guns are. Monkey Monk walking up with a classic and a single flash, not much in hand, and once again, we
eyes
just
are
have
down.
Nixie holding this B site. Cam not quite high enough, getting shot out. Trip is broken. Turtles head towards mid once again.
The wonderful fallback as well after making some noise, truly keeping our defenders at ease or at panicking. With no info, can they gain anything?
Ved a little apprehensive, rightfully so, to walk up here, but info needs to be gained. You need to take that space.
Here.
This could be a fight. This very spot. Orb,
Spike down A.
orb sound goes off and is shredded by Chicken's Bulldog there. Bomb retrieved, being out. 40 seconds left in the round. No weaponry.
Last player standing.
Double pause. There's that kill.
Cypher's not a big fan of silent dropping, unfortunately, but taking that with very little consequence. Going into this buy round, this bonus round for Grimoire, we only lost one weapon. There was only one death, and it was just on carry. We could see a lot of things happen here, especially with that stronger weaponry. And
This goes here.
once again, we have
That
Nipsey
goes there.
holding down B relatively well. Sometimes you miss that one, right? It happens. Age wall goes down immediately mid, breaking so much of it. Fair enough, fair enough.
There.
And we see the first
no.
pick of the match.
Red getting
taking it.
caught out there.
Somebody out.
That could be really bad.
And they've immediately taken almost mid control, almost, but we see a sneaky
Spike
pick.
down mid.
Let's retrieve that bomb.
Age triggered.
Nixie taking advantage of that distraction. We're still in Grimoire's
Last
favor.
player standing.
When you do something like that, it can get a little consequential. You do lose one, but Grimoire actually taking the bonus. A lot of love being shown for Nixie here. Rightly so.
Yes, this should do.
Definitely one of Jess and Nixie, very fantastic players. And Jess on Astras.
Ah, this is a nice
Insane.
spot.
It's a little rough for Turtles so far, but very difficult. Let's see what we get from this clear pump round.
Can we flash
Grabs A or
fence?
they grabbed
Viper
A or
walked up earlier.
Flash fence.
one.
Maybe go
Wall.
down.
Sniper B heaven. Sniper B
One more
heaven.
heaven.
Grab him the sword.
Flash 7.
Heaven dead. Go B. That's the B players.
Go inside, go inside.
Astro
go.
was quick rotate last time.
Toxin screen down. Here.
Somebody stay heaven, I think.
One's on me.
We can win this round. We have numbers right now.
Coming out heaven. Out heaven.
I have no flashes.
Can we
Two
put
B
them
heaven.
More vents.
Two heaven.
All through mid. All through mid.
I'm pushing spawn. One spawn.
in? We can swing
You
at the
tap cam
same time.
once
Just
in
let me
one
know.
I'm gonna back up.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap,
Enemy.
tap.
Tap cam. Tap tap.
Raiden's there.
Careful with your cam. I'm down, I'm stuck.
Last player standing.
And see. All good. All good. There you go.
My ult's ready. Pulling them in.
Rough round, but there's a lot of slack to pick up in that situation where you have these weaker guns once again, and when the attacking side is split, it can be very difficult. That said, though, we did see some pretty fantastic shots.
Not only shots, but also, I believe, some gameplay. I think we had quite the upper hand at the start. It was just holding the site where we fell a bit short.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
goes here.
And speaking of holding the
this
site,
should do.
Nixie does land the one-way.
Gotta go.
Let's see what we got. Cherry on the judge here. Just
Toxins
jump
going
spotting
up.
ramp. Patiently. Ved throwing up the wall.
Gotta go.
They're still jump spotting. Might just spot one. Not
Go,
quite.
go, go.
Playing the wall yet. Spotting two there. The contact has been made. Cherry can't quite profit off of it with that judge. Not yet, anyway.
And as we
Smoke
see the attacking team slowly creeping up on them, will they commit or really try to rotate this?
And very patiently, seeming to commit a little more to ramp, but they weren't ready for that judge yet. Devastating. Emmy breaking the mid-trip. Very patient, shooting through this into the smoke, and that's 2 for Jess.
Toxins going up.
Turtles once again left at this major numbers disadvantage.
Dead fool.
Ved managing to shore one up. Once again walking
30
into this
seconds
judge
left.
though. Winning anyway. Cherry a little bit asleep at the wheel. Regrouping through the vent.
Last
But
player
there's
standing.
two in the back of heaven. In that situation, it's very tricky when you have to peek that.
Make sure to
jump
follow
like
my
that.
pack in. They'll lead us right to the enemy.
I've got to wonder what happened with Cherry there on Heaven.
Probably just. Sometimes, ooh, we got a timeout here.
I don't know how this works when they P10, but there's actually a lot of answers that I'm seeing. They have literally are running a 1-1-1-1-1. So we need fast hits on any of the lanes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We haven't tried fast hitting anything.
So like
Okay.
I honestly think we could fast hit this ramp guy. Because he kind of just jump peeks and you can just wait as soon as he lands, you know, just use that as a cue to just bomb rush him. Reyna's playing super far back.
Reyna plays usually here.
Undo the P10 only start after timeout.
Yeah, so it'll be
Oh.
it'll P10 after the timeout.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So
I see.
yeah, so there's really a lot of answers. So if you're doing a 1-0-4, which is what you were doing that round, just fast hit something. It actually pulls Reyna in, and we need that Viper wall, and we need it yelled up and down every single time.
We can just hit something with Skyult and Raise Alt now.
Yeah, just like fast hit
Just-
one of the lanes this round.
I like
Yep.
isolating this guy ramp. Just like open in sewers.
Okay,
ready to
it's
blind
P10.
off,
We have no time. Let's go.
That's my coach. So we do see a tech pause here, briefly, but both have made a very good point. Grimoire has been very spread out. And very far back in general. Seeing Cherry just jump peeking ramp like that, Chicken playing very, very far back off the contact Cherry. Very difficult to profit off that. I wonder if they'll abuse that, as they mentioned, like doing a fast hit, for example. But is doing a fast hit the right option here, I wonder?
We'll definitely have to see, and I believe they can truly. Going off those words, I think they got this. I think they can turn it around. But 5 is all they get, as they say, you know?
Now we'll certainly see something coming out. I'm very intrigued. Like, this aggression that they mentioned, like, not giving the enemy much time to rotate could be very useful, considering they haven't done much of it at all yet. We see Hyper hovering this paranoia for top ramp for when Cherry lands off that jump peak. Oh, Cherry's back. There we go. Cherry actually not playing towards ramp this round, it seems. This could be very interesting in terms of util economy. Unless Cherry does in fact go back.
It's up in the air for now. This could be the positioning they need for that fast hit. Let's see how it plays.
Satchel's come out a little bit short, but that's fine, because there's no one in ramp.
Bomb buddy out.
That's a little bit unsure. But their XP anyway. That's not being able to hold them back.
I've got your trail.
1-for-1 trade going out. Cabbages. I'm gonna go Spear Ben. Spotting out Cherry almost. Getting judged. Judge is spotted. Forced to pop the ultimate. Gets one.
I know exactly.
This neural theft will be very important to figure out where the remaining players are, but raiding them will reduce the amount of time it takes Grimoire to rotate onto the site.
Spike planted.
These retakes have been pretty difficult so far, as we've seen.
One enemy remaining.
Looks like they know where they are.
Chicken, no respect whatsoever, jumping into that peak. Just annihilating it.
Taking the kill for themselves. I'll have to...
This
I don't
is
really
our
know. This is becoming quite difficult. Portals. We'll have to see maybe some new plays on their part coming out.
I don't like the lack of committal that we saw that round. We saw them push all the way up into heaven and then go back towards mid. Like, we did see some rotates come out, but committing to that fast hit was something that their coach had asked for, and abusing that little time they did have to plant would have been really fantastic for them.
I think it would have been a great play on their part.
Nonetheless, we do see potentially another fast hit here. Contact play up garage. Ved and Sage spotting each other out. Nixie, paranoia. Kill goes out. Just jumping out of the smoke out of heaven. Annihilating Crash in that trade, but trades just keep coming. The plant goes down. Finally, Toros have a numbers advantage. Oh, this from the shadows. Could be insane map control.
See the
potential.
Omen. It looks like they're all squared off. Now it's just a matter of time.
Cherry's left alone in this 1v4, and obviously Cherry a fantastic person to have in this situation, but once again, it is a 1v4, and portals are on the board.
Looks like with this, maybe we'll see some of their enthusiasm and more come back. It'll keep their spirits high enough to keep this energy going.
These lurks and the info that we saw were really fantastic for that round, and
That goes there.
getting that info with Ved is really fantastic. And actually, we do have a Viper's Pit active, potentially, for the Turtles. That can make retaking very difficult once the bomb goes down.
Barrier created.
Dormy delays the wall a little bit there, but once again we see this contact up garage. And once again spotting him out one way. And the Odin spam comes out, but no kills found, just a little bit of damage.
Odin kill still yet. Did Lurk pay off or not?
Remains to be seen. We do see Cherry running up there, maybe making some noise for a rotate, but instead opting to hold this crossfire. Very difficult one, but Cherry once again jump spotting into nothing. Grash abusing that timing. Getting rid of Jormy, and Turtles are once again on this significant numbers advantage. With potentially that Viper's Pit, which does go up into screen.
I almost saw a good lurk from Astra until it fell through and made some noise.
One enemy remaining.
Look at this fantastic kill there. Mixie left alone, forced to pull into a Viper's Pit.
Poison's gone.
Actually taking down Ved, grabbing a rifle, but is this too little too late? Definitely a clutch potential here. Only one on the site in Grash, but Grash taking that fight and just running away with it.
A little too much to chew.
Portal's finally coming alive.
Yep. Jordel's keeping that energy and keeping the rounds coming on their side. Hopefully we might be able to see them tie up to 6-6 on round half.
Maybe, just maybe. And
This goes
that was a
here.
really rough start for them, for sure, but getting aggro with that
This is a nice spot.
7th round
That
there
goes
was
there.
really
Yes,
good
this
momentum
should go.
shift, finally
This
getting
goes
around the
here.
board, and that confidence is coming back. The
Seems like
lurk
it was
from
everything
Ven
they
has been
needed.
really powerful as well.
Might see more of it start to pay off here.
Your duty
Immediately
is
get
not
this
over.
kill.
Chicken falls, but the res comes out, and the wall is down, unfortunately.
Careful.
And a straight punish. With Bed
Definitely
now
one of the
taking mid
difficulties.
control, what can go on now?
Definitely one of the difficulties of using Sage, especially on defense. Very difficult to use that resurrection in a way that doesn't just create bait. Rash getting tripwired, slingshotting back, but this kill's going down. Mixie forced to retreat back onto the site.
Ready.
This control,
Spike
but
down A. Last player
speaking of
standing.
control, there's the bomb. And there's 2 more kills.
With bomb in their grasp and the knowledge, now they would take the round, and let's see if they can keep taking those. so far have been really impressed, though, with their performance.
Yeah, these rounds have been quite a comeback so far.
That
and
goes
obviously I
there.
don't want to jinx it, but this stride has been really impactful.
Wow, this is a
Look
nice
at Ved on the
yes,
scoreboard. I'm not gonna say scoreboard, but
This goes
Ved.
here.
Ved going a little bit crazy.
That Zerks are definitely paying off.
Look at the Turtles going for this mid pressure here.
And
We
we're
do
starting
have
to
two
see,
towards mid.
yep,
Go, go, go!
starting to see that mid aggro once more. Looks like Cherry's playing with around, trying to snuff out one of their members, see if they can get the kill or not.
Emmy burned a couple of stars there. One goes down, but that's still info fed.
Cage trigger.
But Grimoire with that neural theft on Ved. A lot of info. And look at this explosion on the beach. Showstopper not connecting to anything. But Cherry has a Bucky up in heaven.
Desperately trying to reach
It's a
out for a
recipe for
kill.
disaster for at least one of them, right?
Go, go!
Oh,
Too
no.
eager with Cypher on the flank.
Good flank from Nixie. Timing was good, but finally needing to group up with Cherry full blind.
Last player
These
standing.
fights are really difficult when you're doubled up like that.
Take another round, bring them to 4 to
They're
6.
going to scatter from my stuff. Super easy to pick off.
Insane the amount of the amount of tenacity we've seen coming back. And once again, the control being held
Wow, this is
by
a nice spot.
Emmy Ved has been so powerful.
The momentum being given, there's no stopping them now. And we see Jim Grimoire pull out some tricky tricks to pull them away from this winning streak they've got going on.
Finally see Chicken playing a little bit farther ahead than usual. Paranoia pushing Cherry back, no contact made.
Grenade!
Behind the toxic screen,
Screen
but
down.
Ved is tucked in this awkward position, stunned. Pushed though. But Rash and Emmy kind of getting shredded
I'm out of here.
on different extremities of the map, and that's B control gone for Turtles.
Last minute pull ahead from Cherry. We got throwing Ved off track and completely catching them on surprise. We've got some more mid fights going on.
Cherry is being very patient here, and rightfully so. It's difficult to push past that smoke, especially on position. Doesn't have any real flashes, and just being patient, but not quite
30
enough
seconds left.
in that situation.
One enemy remaining.
Jess, though.
Spike down A.
This with another lurk kill.
God. It's a very important kill,
I
and
got the spike.
Funky Monk left in the situation. Not much to be
Chicken
done.
with a quick swing around, winning the round.
Last
Ooh,
round
more.
in the half.
Look at this. We're going into the last round of the half, and still 4 on split is nothing to be sneezed at. Like, that's insane. And if Turtles can get this next round, that could be a
Especially
really
in a
important swing of
row.
momentum.
Especially in a row, and we're
Need a
hoping to
drop.
see their econ might be a little bit boosted here. We might see those high-end guns coming out.
Yeah, we've got another explosive B setup with
Here.
Ved on the extremity once again, potentially lurking up, but maybe just waiting for a push-up. We've seen a lot of flanks on these view takes from Grimoire so far.
Contact lead on B. We might see some aggression here.
They found
Well,
the
they
final
might
one.
Getting a
back
little
up.
too aggressive themselves, and that first blood going to Turtles can be a little rough
I
when you've
know
got these defensive
exactly where
setups.
you are.
Looks like that neural link will help them discover their plans to go down mid. They still pay out with it or not?
Info being gained, but not really being pushed back. Jormy getting a little too confident, perhaps, and it's 3 to 5 for
Last player standing. I've got your track.
Oh my
Two
god.
kills from Hyper. 3 kills from Hyper, winning the round, giving them that 5 and 7 score for their half.
Switching sides.
That's just insane. Looking at that comeback.
Here.
Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a timeout right now. It's the first round of the half, but Grimoire kind of getting torn apart there all of a sudden.
Absolutely, with the
I'm
fire,
loving the
they've been-
dynamic we've seen so far. This pistol round, we do see once again the pistol round Sage with Jormy on Team Grimoire. That can make planting quite a bit easier, especially on the B site. And I wonder how it'll be dealt with. You see
One
this
can
double
only
duelist, but we
guess.
don't have any hard flashes.
Flashes, but we might see them still make use of what they have.
Zed with this patient orb, but mid control being taken. Already past it. Ved getting cherry. That's the dive duelist gone. We can take care of that too. It's Vent's control going away with Grimoire. Speaking of Vents, they're all coming out of it, but just getting shredded.
Chortle holding down the site
brutal.
valiantly.
Spike down mid.
One day.
All
Warren
the way
desperately
back in mid.
clawing.
Nixie gets this lurk pick, but that's the bomb. All the way up in mail. That's a long walk. Especially when you have to clear all of these places.
See some clever tactics used by Nixie to take it back still.
This is just very patient from Nixie. Unsure perhaps of where to go. Too many places to clear no matter where you go. You see them
30
very
seconds left.
quick. Vent though, contact made by Hyper. Oh, they're committing to a push here. Paranoia. Guiding light coming out. All the way up into mail, but see, there's no time.
Their aggression
Has to
taking
commit,
form.
gets one. That's all you got, unfortunately.
It looks like Funky Monkey takes the trade.
Portal's taking that pistol round on defense. Definitely a lot of difficulties attacking on split, especially with the single dive being the neon. We do have a lot of questions going into this half about what Grimoire will do, but still with that 1 point lead. See what they can do going into this eco. It's okay, I mean, that's a very difficult can to place, I get it. It comes up, but carries all the way up.
Immediately
Wow,
takes-
that's... One weapon goes down, but just getting shredded by Grash's Bucky. It's insane.
Rash, with no signs of slowing down, is looking for another opponent with the boom bot. None spotted, and begins as they begin to re-push up mid.
Not a lot of options. Forced to take a fight or two with this sheriff that Nixie has.
Might see contact here with Grash here in just a moment.
Last
That
player
comes out.
standing.
Funky
Shots
Monk
were
winning the
fired. Not
round.
very many hit. Funky Monk getting that 3K to end the round. One gun does go down with Ved, but it's once again simply one gun. We saw what Grimoire did last half.
It appears that Turtles has taken their momentum from the attacker's side that they were pushing forward with and kept it for defense as well.
Let's go there.
See what they can do going into this bonus. We've got a lot of potential here. A lot of value. See this defensive setup, very mid-heavy. That's fair, given we've seen a lot of mid-aggression thus far. Very out to dash through Toxic Orb, but thinking better of it. Eggshells come out, not quite grazing chicken.
Another Grash with Bucky kill again. Grash could
No
just
one
get
wants to
past
push
this
into
person.
this. It's totally fair. But Grash, unfortunate. Trades do go even somehow.
Where is
Paranoia comes out and misses.
My ultimate is
Neural
ready.
Getting
theft.
that thick neural theft, letting them know that they have the site, and as the bomb goes down,
Spike planted.
see the
Portals left in
chortle
their first
portals
wicket
take
and a
it
half.
back.
It'd be very difficult to retake with just these two people, especially because again, left without any flashes, without any real smokes to deal with them either. All these angles that attackers could be holding. Only getting a little bit antsy. We do see some of the players pop out. In one that taps the bomb. Star comes out. Can't be defused. Just takes that round from Ved and
If any of you
Two-gun
die, I
save.
use it that with brimstone.
For
So
Grimoire.
don't embarrass me like that, please.
taking their bonus, but just barely.
And that with the
See what they
Grimoire
got going on
taking
in
it
this
back.
kill comms round.
Oh,
That quick on.
Can I get an Ubu?
oh,
no,
oh my
no,
god.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
can
what?
we smoke vents here?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
smack that.
supposed to be there.
Fuck vents.
Here,
do the
Jerry,
same strat.
Jerry,
Yeah,
wants
yeah,
to
do
say
the
that.
same chat, same chat. Smoke vent, stun nail, I'm gonna slurp B.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking roar.
That's from vents.
Omen jump potting from back.
You want to push up vents together or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 2B.
One shooting, one shooting.
Gotta go.
Yeah, let's see.
Let me,
There's one.
Omen also B, Omen also B.
there's
Omen
I-
keep you somewhere, be careful.
Coming through.
Can we go vents today?
No,
Vents
no,
today?
no, just
Okay.
go!
Okay,
Yeah,
they're going.
Let's go.
One on top, one on top. Backside.
I'm blind.
Backside.
on CT.
Spike down B. Out of charges.
That's Ray CT. Ray CT. CT.
I'm smoking your CT.
All three CT, all three CT!
Wait, hold on. Wait.
I'm out of here.
One more CT. Oh, wait, two more CT. Two more CT.
Gun here.
I'm planting.
One on the
Can
left
you
side.
hold?
Cypher unknown.
30 seconds left.
Spike.
They're last
Cage
team all
trigger.
there,
I planted for spawn.
but they could go wrap.
Yes, yeah, Cypher can grab.
Heaven one.
Have it. Let them come out. Let them come out.
Last player
126,
standing.
126.
Let's
try.
Let's try.
Spike defused.
Insane. Portal's taking that retake. Grash just kind of going crazy. Doing what you have to do, I suppose. And this is an even game. It's like this 6-point lead that we saw from Grimoire the first quarter of the game.
And admittedly, with a very interesting comms routine they had going on there at the start of the round.
It's for morale. It's for morale, okay?
Of course.
My spot. This goes
That's
here.
just what you get
This
for
one's
morale.
at
And
the end. Oh,
Okay.
We wanted to like be.
But I feel
want
like
to go-
we're already
yeah.
like be heaven, right? And then you're calling us to rotate, and
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
smart. We just have
that's
to.
not smart. You might as
I
well
mean-
just like, because Omen was out in the open on top of a fucking box.
Okay,
And-
that's on me.
Yeah. I think we. I don't know. Like.
They don't have a. They only sent no Cypher.
I'm-
If Cypher's not there, we just hit this.
As like
we
you
hit this
said
fight
earlier,
hard.
we're playing too antsy.
Cypher's been A every round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
I think we
playing
just hit this fight hard.
really fucking antsy. So like. We're in perfect position to just rush A right now. So I think we should, rush A.
Let's rush A,
Rush
yeah.
it.
Rush A. Grab my ult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll try and like break whatever trips is
Yep.
there for you, but
Yeah.
I'll follow up with you.
All right.
Okay.
Can we just rush?
Yeah.
Go, go, go. Shocking.
a very late timeout,
I'm
but
out of here.
definitely getting their mileage out of it. Already removing Emmy from the site. That's full A control and so fast. Less than 20 seconds in the
Spike
round, the
planted.
plant goes down.
Spike already down. It looks like we're seeing the pressure come out.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my
getting your
god,
first
Sherry!
And the second.
You're done.
You don't get any time to process how that round was done. That was so dominant.
Gotta go.
Absolutely taking the speed of the rounds. Might be able to see the Grimoire take the lead on this.
Barely breaking that tie, and just... We definitely need to see more plays like that from Grimoire. Very, very aggressive, taking advantage of that lack of immediate control that we'd seen. And Emmy definitely being a little slow with this setup so far. I've been making fun of it, to be fair, but it can definitely be a disadvantage, like in a situation like that. Grip not yet broken.
Trip on, noise, contact made. Already all the way back to site, killed quickly by Emmy, taken down as Nixie gets the trade-off. And Palm goes down. Oh, well. Getting two so far.
Kill my ally.
Carries back. This is going to be a very strong push from all sides for Grimoire. Crash left all the way back. No one's on the site. It doesn't matter. Just
Sudden, even just as fast as the round started, it ends.
Oh, surrounded by minha família.
I really like this aggression that Grimoire's showing.
No longer so held up and focused on mid, they continue to take on pressure on purely onto the side alone.
Hold on, we do have timeout here. Some production issues so far. Don't worry about it too much, but God, I love that momentum that Grimoire is taking back.
Absolutely, and they're going completely insane so far with their pacing. It's completely mixed up from what we've been seeing the entire rest of the game.
Yeah, I've really liked that they're showing they're not out of this. They're showing why they took that 6-round winning streak at the beginning of the game. Very dominantly so.
Seems the fire's definitely been lit under them. Hopefully they can keep it burning bright.
For sure. I've said it before, but I really like them taking advantage of that weak site defense that we've seen so far. Just really exploding onto Emmy while she's alone. It's devastating for Turtles. I want to see how they adjust to this. Hopefully they can post a couple up with Emmy, maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe we'll see them actually hold down a bit more heavy onto sites and start giving a weakness to mid. No matter how you look at it, it seems that they've got to give up space somewhere.
And Grimoire has been very aggressive with how they take this space, whether it's on A main or whether it's in mid. We've seen it so much so far, and maybe that's why the Turtles are so apprehensive to give some more B pressure.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if they can't think of anything fast, it seems like this might be just one-sided.
Well, it seemed one-sided at first, and then it wasn't, and then you never know. We've seen a lot of surprises this game, and I suppose that is what we expected.
Seems odd to expect a surprise, but...
If you don't have expectations, they can't be, you know, you can't be surprised, or you'll always be surprised or something, I don't know.
Whatever it was that we said at the start of this.
Yeah, however the saying goes. It's been so hyped, though.
It has, and it continues to increase.
We've had everyone pop off at least once so far. Oh my god, Nixie so far. We have a lot of Nixie fans.
It's really taking the cake and showing why they have so many fans.
A bit of a micro-celebrity. Here's our niche micro-celebrity on stream.
When are we getting some Nixie merch?
Yeah, Nixie merch when?
I would
Drop the
like
merch.
I would like a #1 Nixie hat, please.
Yeah, we need the merch. I'll make my reactive wear the merch.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Oh, but truly, these matches are taking us by quite the surprise. Each and every one seems almost faster than the last.
And you can tell that the unguardable match is done because they've appeared. Very, very big fans of appearing, they are.
Always, apparently. There's the 5th.
Yep. We were waiting on you, Trevor. You're kind of slow here. That was like 40 whole seconds. Oh my god. Regardless now. If that match is over, you've got to tune into this one. Because this is kind of insane thus far.
Truly it is. Been knocking my socks off so far. Not that I'm wearing any. But, you know.
And if it's not over, get the hell out of here.
What are you doing invading on our match while yours is still going on?
Occasional plans. That is like my motto. Just occasional plans. TLDR thus far, we saw a 6-point lead at the beginning of the game from Grimoire. Then we managed to go to a 5-7 half. Attack half. 5 on the attack half for Turtles. And we've had a very even game, but suddenly Grimoire's kind of had a bit of a coming back, and it's 8-10 in favor of Grimoire right now. I'm Prod. I don't think you're technically supposed to be here. Oh.
The hunt begins. You want to fight it?
Here's the match. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Perfect. The sneaky Cypher Cam still not broken. Gaining info even now.
Really promoting this progression that we've seen.
Spike down A.
Turtles.
One enemy remaining.
And a quick take back by the Turtles.
Finally.
Oh my goodness.
Finally, that aggression is being met.
Cage
Strong defense.
It being just Nixie, let's see what they can pull off.
Cam is still up, but
Can't say there's a lot of info being seen there.
to play very patient here, but perhaps opting to save, maybe? No, not quite.
30 seconds left.
Push slowly
No one's that
continues.
cowardly in the Underpeel league. No one would ever save until they've been fought with like once.
We're jinxing this so hard.
Nixie would never save, except at the sign of slightest aggression.
10 seconds left.
And with the fight being taken onto site, he ends off the round being killed off by Funky Mutt. I mean,
Little lost on what happened at the end there, and Nixie, frankly, looking the same way. But God, that's Turtles taking the momentum back a little bit. That defense round was very, very important. Getting a means of dealing with that fast aggression, and Grimoire already just ditching the A site. Even just chicken on them.
Don't get in my way.
Oh my god, the Viper's pit up mid. But thus far, just pushing up Garage instead, forcing them into mid.
Spike down B.
This is
Last
devastating.
player standing.
Was it
just shredding through everybody with Chicken's here.
absolute
There's nothing to
amazing
say about
play
getting
from
one.
Grash? They're slowly
God.
pushing up. Let's see if they can get another pick. Grash appears to be close by with that big man.
Round is difficult, but it's not over yet. Lear spots out the gunfire. Finding Grash, but there's two more. Where that came from. Forced to push into this bomb. Reloading perhaps prematurely. Just to clear the hard left. There's so many angles that you're getting into at the same time. Getting out with that dismiss
30 seconds
very,
left.
very crucial. Dropping the rifle.
A really
There was
well
a good
done
start
fight.
there. Really just insane pressure from the Turtles there with that aggression that Grash had. The Viper split towards mid. There was nowhere you could go.
Yeah.
Except for A, but obviously they're not going A. They're never going A.
Never again. They lost A. One
Never
time.
again, except for now.
Except for now, and maybe
Never
next time.
I do see some people hanging out in the sewers.
I see some crafty
gross.
plays coming up here.
Once again, we do see the Turtles
Poison orb
heavily on that A site, but Ed only getting caught alone.
Spike down
Going
mid.
down Dormy though. And that's the bomb spotted in mid. Not yet picked up and
It's a question of Fed
still behind
hold
that
off
orb.
with it.
Oh, but Chicken.
Go, go, go.
Chicken getting rid of Hyper there. That's
Lot
the
of-
retake smokes down. Instead, Nixie getting... Everyone's just getting annihilated. Numbers in
One
favor
enemy
of Turtles for
remaining.
this retake, but a difficult retake it will be. Chicken feeling energy, but... That's tricky. That's a tricky situation.
It was.
The Turtles...
truly.
I think this is the first time that the Turtles have had a lead. That's insane.
Completely overtaking. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, they did end up only in a tie last time. They didn't actually ever take the lead until just now. Can they keep it, though, is the question.
I wonder how long they can keep this. Hopefully they can keep up that momentum, hopefully for them. But Grimoire's been definitely putting up a fight here. And speaking of fights, we're seeing aggro on aggro potentially in the B garage. Let's see what happens here. Guiding Light comes out. Not flashing Cherry, but Cherry dying anyway. Getting a little too aggro there. Re-peeking. Oh my god, Hyper.
One enemy remaining.
Hyper, calm down. Rash. Got you too. And the Turtles putting match point on the...
Match point.
Handing it out on a silver platter.
They overtake immediately after that timeout. They must have been doing some immense thinking back there. Be pulling this far ahead.
This counter aggression has really been the answer that they've needed thus far. And Grimoire 2 rounds from overtime, don't get it wrong, but that's still 2 rounds you have to make. You have to survive that with a relatively rough bye.
Just a hill for them to climb. Let's see how they do it.
Running up ramp. Neither trip spotted out yet. Chicken walking into it. Shockingly, Chicken not going down. Just barely. Healing off. Cherry going into overdrive.
I know
Ramp, barely getting Grash. Neural Theft comes out.
It was a great
Detected.
Great paranoia.
Turtles are down in momentum, but
Spike planted.
maybe, just maybe, they can push something out of this.
One enemy remaining.
Jormy low, but not getting caught. Monkey Monk left alone to retake this.
And that's the
Jormy's
round.
just one step ahead.
It's Team Grimoire.
Grimoire really showing that this isn't over yet. This isn't remotely over. This has been a close match thus far, and they're going to keep it that way.
Absolutely, and the fight continues as we start to almost enter overtime. Just if Team Grimoire can enter into one more match, taking the win.
There.
This is the round to end it all. We do see the Turtles one away from cabbages. It remains to be seen if they'll farm that though, since it's cabbages. Once again, Grimoire with this potential B aggression.
Turtles with their higher eco might be seeing an up, it looks like. I mean,
You want to find it?
Oh my god. Astral Divide comes out. He's fast. Hyper coming from the shadows out into the sewer. Clearing out all of mid. And while Grimoire has gotten one kill off onto Ved, that's an important kill. Don't get me wrong. This is still a very doable retake. They're struggling to break this wall a little bit.
still got Emmy pulling up around with the operator. We might see some good picks here. There's the first. Oh, but Emmy goes down with the operator.
Dash with that beautiful satchel, and the numbers are in favor of Turtles. Just left alone. Smokes player who doesn't play smokes. Pulling Hyper off the bomb, but that's not enough.
There it is.
Barely having enough time to defuse that bomb and close out the first map.
Defenders win.
Oh my god.
As I recall you saying at the very start that you wanted to see some close matches. I think there it was. I mean, that was quite the... I mean, the show shot stopper on both their parts. I mean, absolutely amazing plays.
Yeah, seriously. Really just neck and neck at every twist and turn. You think one team's out and then suddenly they're back. Oh my god. We might go into a brief break before the next map. I don't know. Who knows, really? Kind of depends on what the teams are feeling right now.
It does.
But seriously, we're going to the next map, which I honestly already... It's Haven. It's Haven, right?
Yes, and it should be Haven, I believe.
Yeah, and Grimoire's choice of map. It's worth noting that while that last map was Turtle's pick, that's not their normal pick. Normally it's just Bind, which is our decider, actually. And speaking of which, even if Grimoire does take this Haven, that's forcing them into Bind.
Which might have been their strategy all along. Who knows?
Don't worry, there's still Bind. There's still Bind. I mean, like, it's kind of inevitable, isn't it? Like,
I think it is.
Your team does have to go into the Bind, whether you like it or not. But surely they've got this. Surely they've got this. Have some damn confidence.
Absolutely.
But seriously, that was a really competitive map. And Turtles barely clutching out their pick. That's really insane. We could see a very close map 2 or 3 even.
That we might be able to see them pulling ahead, honestly. We might, because if Turtles ends up not winning this next upcoming map, and we'll see a third coming out, which I believe would be oh, was that word
We
that we're
will be going into a brief break here. Well, don't you go anywhere. Just grab a snack and come right back, because we're going to be right into the action after this break. Yo, yo, yo.
We're back.
We are once again back for the second map of Team Grimoire versus Chortle Turtles. I am Renagram, joined once again by Yawa200. And oh my god, we saw a fantastic map one.
Beautiful.
If you weren't there, you're gonna have to watch it back.
Absolutely great match.
Oh my god, just chef's kiss to both teams, really. And we are going into the second map of Haven, as we mentioned before, and oh my god. Why do I have a gun? Because I can. It's my God-given right!
After seeing some exciting gunplay on Valorant, how could you not?
If it's against TOS, I can get rid of my gun.
I think it might be.
I just had to ask. Regardless, I'm hyped for this next map. More content, and like, we did see Turtles take the split, the first map. But we're going into Haven, Team Grimoire's pick. And obviously we saw Turtles pick that last map and have a very, very competitive and close game. But Grimoire might be comfortable in Haven.
Yes, it was quite the difficult match for them to take the win on Split. It was very close. Hopefully, however, I think Grimoire might be a little more comfortable on their home turf than they were on Split. Might maybe see their aggression come back that they first had in the original 6 rounds.
It's just in. Nuda is struggling. Oh no. Anyway, let's get back to this match. A cool one.
The coolest one.
Yeah, no, seriously. Let's get into Agent Select here. Neon on just Grash on Neon. Kinda insane. We saw how impressive Grash was last map, and
that was with Raze. Might be seeing a little bit of a turnaround.
Cherry once again, that Neon one trick coming out. Nixie and Emmy hovering their ciphers. We do see the double duelist already from Grimoire again. Once again, that Reyna Neon combo.
They're quite confident on those picks.
Actually, we're seeing basically no change thus far for Grimoire's comp.
It does seem like the Team Chortle Turtles is changing up quite a lot. What we saw last game.
Pretty standard Haven composition, albeit with the new Neon rather than the old school Jet. But that's not really a controversial decision. And Grimoire, once again, we see Jess on the Astra and Chicken and Cherry on their signature one-trick agents. We have a very standard composition versus whatever Grimoire got going on. Emmy does lock in that cipher. We're going into this map with some interesting compositions, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like we're going to have quite the interesting matchup.
And we do have the Turtles starting defense, which on Haven, it's kind of a toss-up, you know? Like there's a lot of split opinions on if Haven is attack or defense sided anymore.
It is hard to say, especially with how long Haven's been around and how many changes it's gone through.
Almost none.
Exactly. It's an age-old question of if it's defender or attackers.
It used to seem so attack sided, and now it's like almost defender sided significantly enough, but who cares?
Despite the only
Play the
thing
game.
changing was that they added more characters.
Shocking, Valorant adds more characters and things go bad. But my boomer opinions aside, oh, we do see a tech pause right at the beginning. Unfortunate. Gives us a little more time to talk about this, though. We got some interesting, aggressive choices coming out from Grimoire.
Yeah, but hopefully we're going to see a bit more aggression than usual. Hopefully it can give them that win they needed. Just like we saw in their ending moments on Split, I think that's what they were looking for.
We do see one pretty significant weakness in Grimoire's comp, just on paper at least, where it's going to be very difficult to defend a site. We do see the Cypher and the Sova and the Asher. That's fair. That's fair, but preventing that retake is going to be very difficult without like a breach stun or a flashbang. I don't know. We'll have to see what they're cooking here. This was their pick after all.
They might have some strange little intentions behind their moves. We might see some tricks up their sleeves.
They might get a little silly.
Just a bit. Just a little.
Just a wee bit. So meanwhile, what do you want to see out of either of these teams here?
Have we seen a single ace yet? I'd love to see a few of those.
We've seen a couple 4Ks.
We've seen
No ace,
4Ks. No ace yet. I think I had the same problem the first time I showed up. So we saw no ace.
Oh no, no aces. Crazy.
That's the whole point of the game. Come on.
Yeah, if you're not getting clips, what are you doing? Kind of cringe.
Exactly.
Is it really a good game if it's not a one-sided stomp?
Oh, goodness.
That first map was terrible. Too long.
Took too long to get to the point. It was like a book's worth. Like,
And
what
I can't read. There's no pictures.
You included no pictures, only words. What are you doing?
Who wants to tell a story when you can blow shit up?
See, and that's what it's about.
I love Valorant, whether it's telling a story or just blowing everything up. But we've had a real story here.
Absolutely. A story that will surely be told. Especially in their future games.
Maybe just maybe this will be like a Lord of the Rings kind of story and it just keeps going, but you never know.
It always could. If Team Grimoire can manage to take this match, then the story will continue.
Epic embed fail. You on Twitch can't see it, but epic embed fail. Oh, you can actually, never mind. Cringe advertisement on my stream. I don't know. I really want to see what Grimoire has cooking here. I want to see how they're going to defend from these very strong retakes with that breach, with everything that they got going on. I don't know what they're going to do against a breach. So, Yawa, what do you think that momentum from that comeback that the Turtles had at the beginning of the first map? How do you think that's going to affect the rest of this set?
I think it'll keep them going. And not only that, I think it will deter some of that ego and some of that flame beneath the Grimoire team a bit to be a little lower on their side. It seems like maybe their confidence might be a little little dwindling, and I think if they can get that relit, then we might just see a continuation on their part.
You never know, and we're going in. We are going in. Waited long enough. Let's mess stuff up. See what Grimoire is cooking here.
Immediately starting down with a strong push on C.
Interesting choice for that first round, but Hyper has a lot of time there to get rid of Nixie. Trig goes down, both ciphers dead. Spotted out on C. And the retake's coming out before the plant even goes down. Grash already out, but dying. It's Jormy, no!
Immediate 3K from Jeremy.
Oh my god.
With Cherry cleaning up the remainder.
Timing
Wow.
is just a little bit off, and not being able to deal with Jormy there, who is just ready for all of it.
And
That's devastating for the Turtles.
Absolutely, and a beautiful take, though, from Team Grimoire.
We do very likely see this eco stack coming out from Turtles. Actually, it's towards B. We could see a bit of a mid-aggression here. Potentially. This could be tricky. See what Grimoire is going to do about it. Probably just run down C again.
When in doubt, run it down.
Ba-dum, ba-dum. Yeah, we're just running it down from both sides here. Portal's all the way up. Not quite past that trip yet. Does it really matter?
Looks like they realize they've got the site in their clutches already as they begin to slowly push up their spawn as a first pick is been dealt. Emmy's down by Nixie. We see Jess taking off another as Grash takes down Jess.
Ooh. Grash getting that kill could be very crucial. Grabbing whatever gun was there.
Slow lurk up on behind theirs.
One enemy remaining.
Just out lurking the lurk.
Boy, does it pay off. Quick distraction on their Sova. No time to react at all. Both sides being punched.
Insane for Chicken to go for that full wrap. We gotta see something come out from this defense, because going into this bonus, when you're trying to deal with this bonus, it's very tricky on Haven defense, because if you get run down, that's a lot of guns gone.
Yes, this should do.
Especially if it falls into their hands. Maybe going B this round.
I'm out of here.
Ooh. That B space could be very crucial for taking advantage of these short-range weapons that they've gotten so far.
And Grash Wars.
Speaking of short-range weapons, that is a shorty.
Spike planted. Go, go, go.
See a few shorty kills with it. And another shorty's pulled out.
Out by that drone, but out in the open doesn't matter. Very good out. Going down, chicken trading. Getting a rifle out of it. It'll be scary.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god.
Trades are happening left and right. With Nixie
Barely
remaining.
up, but Nixie's still there. Out
Last
the
player
spike.
standing.
Wrong direction, no!
Beautiful!
Nixie clutching it
kills.
out.
An absolute
That bonus. That's
wonderful
devastating.
priority from Nixie.
Loading into clear comms here. Grimoire. Oh my god. Let's see what they're cooking.
That goes there.
I hit him in the head.
Oh.
Everybody's one shot if you hit them in the head.
Yeah, I guess.
This goes here.
Alright.
Yes, this should do.
Nothing? I got it. Just got a fucking swing. I need the kills.
Okay.
No, they're not here.
Oh, they're pushing out.
Go, go, go.
Nice. Alright.
Let's just hit A off this. We got 2 picks.
Watch out.
We did not play short.
Planning out then.
One broke my trip.
I'm playing.
That was from C. That was from
Yeah,
C.
that was from C.
Well, we have Sova to confirm the round.
Yeah.
One
flank, one flank.
Yeah, we have.
Well,
Yeah,
you
this one gets lost. This one gets lost.
One enemy remaining.
Left on the CT.
Not
Left on
ready.
the CT.
Okay.
CT
Oh.
right now.
Alright. Let's
It's 120. I suck.
come back main, please. Come back main.
Yeah.
I don't think we waste so
use
hard on
the-
this.
yeah.
Hold on, I have to ask you a sec.
We do not need to use the ult.
I went from
Right
like
now.
I'm so
Wait,
good to I
come,
suck.
come,
Wait, hold on.
Pushing.
Nah, we're fine. We're fine. Just leave. Just
Just
leave.
run, just run.
Hold on, dude.
I was so happy with my shot, and then I just whiffed on this fucking home.
Yeah.
Kind of mixed reactions with that round. Thanks for getting 2 at the end
I've
there.
got enough time to go
Kind
into
of
the
crazy,
astral
but the
form.
round nonetheless. Going away Grimoire.
I can't say. I mean, I'm hearing their tactics, so I mean, anybody is one shot if
No
you
more
hit them in the
charges
head.
left.
I
It's
think
very
that
true,
mentality is great.
Especially with that
This is a
neon.
nice
Just-
spot.
everyone's one tap if you can hit them in the head. Dart's being traded, no recon. Monkey Monk just throwing out a wee shock there, trying to slow him down, knowing that they're probably there. Instead, though, Grimoire falling off, going that Sea Orb. Doing it for Cherry, who was 1 off of the overdrive. Trip. Let's see with that first blood onto Grash, all the way on B.
Very clean C take as well, with nobody left to defend it. Spike goes down.
God, look at that control coming out. Nixie, oh my god, Nixie getting another, and Cherry just... Cherry on top.
One enemy remaining.
Nixie, stop. They're already dead, Nixie. Monkey Monk being very patient here, just playing an exit. Hoping to get one and save. Especially with that Hunter's Fury online, there's not much else to play for. Nevertheless, though, no one pushing into the gong. That opting to route CT and through C lobby. Getting the safe way out, and it's definitely paying off.
Looks like we see no interaction. The last remaining. We enter the next round.
But hey, once again, 6 is all they get, right?
You know, I'm starting to see a pattern with this.
Ooh,
And
timeout.
there's that timeout that we saw just last time.
Doing anything towards A, that stun needs to be instant because we basically want them to not get an A lobby. We want Neon to get up lobby before them, so we don't really want to do it off contact because we're not necessarily trying to collect a fight. We're trying to get Neon up there and then fight. And we also need that a Sova Dart coming lobby. That just to, because while they're stunned, they're gonna have a hard time breaking it. And even since they are rushing really fast, like an Omen Smoke Garden. And just remember when we are like fighting for these spaces, it really just needs to be like a heavy util dump, and then we're basically trying to push them out of there because we want it. And we're not really doing that.
I have to do different trips though, because all they do is break them.
That's fine.
On
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can adjust.
You can place the site hold trip. It's like from default C, or not default, but like the edge of default to plat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but yeah, that's all I really have to say.
Yeah, I would just.
I'm out of here.
I like those calls there.
I think by listening to them, they can truly start to bring it back.
They're definitely keeping their composure, knowing that they can come back from this. They've done it before.
How possible it is.
Crash is all the way up there with that Bucky once again. Even getting first blood on B though.
Taking immediate space quickly down mid.
How far up they are. Normie gets spotted out and diffed by that Hunter's Fury. Bomb's still on B. The space has been taken. Now Funky Monk is gone. Plant about to go down on A site. Not towards ammo, interestingly. Going for the default plant instead.
Planted.
Patient play, waiting for someone to come out of short potentially. And Grash is there.
One enemy remaining. Last player
Popping out
standing.
that overdrive. Taking care of chicken, no ace for you. Jess is still active though. Not able to connect with that
Alright,
silly little strafe.
Takes the round, silly little strafe.
Once again, Turtle is on the board after this rough beginning, but knowing that they can take this back.
almost out.
Their confidence relit. I think we'll see them begin to use that momentum once again, just like we did last game, as they just plow through the rest of these rounds.
I really liked how Grash just confidently blew right in there. Did not care. Knew you aren't hitting me. You are not hitting me if I just D-key all the way through the fight. And it worked. It worked. Got 2, won the round. They're finally on the board.
Standing ahead.
Hopefully they can keep this aggression. Not being towards B this time, but rather towards A lobby, potentially, but being very patient after breaking that dart. Look at how far up Chicken is again.
Again, taking that aggressive feature, we see Cypher starting to enter. With Nixie on A, we're going to see that interaction here quickly with Nixie versus, I believe it's Funky Monk. They barely miss each other due to bad timing.
4v4. Hyper getting that big sack. Oh my god. They just keep coming out. Duelist on duelist violence. Gosh, once again. Going a little crazy here at the end. One enemy remaining. It was a good start there. It was a good start there, but you have to reset the spray before Emmy can get you, and Emmy gets you. Second round for Turtles.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, you know, they're going to be using that momentum. They'll keep it going. I think they're going to actually keep it all the way up. At least that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping to see a repeat of the last round. And if they can bring it all the way back. But just like they did, the Grimoire also brought it back pretty well as well from that. Still anyone's game.
Fast shot coming out once again. I have dropped the spike. Behavior just alternating between the fast recon and the fast shock. Depending on what they feel like, really. Gilmore might get a little bit aggressive and just get their whole team chipped all of a sudden. Speaking of chip, Nixie's kind of low now. Forced to fall back, and a lot of mid space is being held by Grimoire, but not very far up. No one's really contesting B on either side yet. Chicken knows they dodged the drone. First contact with it. That was quite yet. Rash getting the first blood. That could be devastating for the control of Grimoire. Force. Get this plant down on A. But Cherry does have this Bucky. There's a lot of silly little shotgun things going on so far today.
It gives up all the space they had with their Bucky.
Suddenly these...
Last player standing.
Overdrive is popped. Cherry's left alone, but that's an overdrive. It doesn't matter. 1v1 with Hyper. Barely clutching it out.
Again. I dare you.
Hyper missing that shot.
Down.
It's difficult to hit a neon there.
I'm out of here.
It is,
Kind
definitely.
of crazy there.
Go, go, go.
You know, like, the scoreboard isn't reflecting what's going on in this game right now. There's a lot of really crazy rounds going neck and neck.
This goes
Kind
here.
of leaning towards Grimoire thus far. But with this momentum, anything could happen. Speaking of anything happening, we likely see this touchdown. Nope. Yep. Maybe. Who knows? Crash once again this far up with a bucket.
You are divided.
There's an Astral Divide coming out on C. Full control given to Grimoire. Eco buy from Turtles. I didn't even have to say it, they're already dead.
Ooh, as the spike starts to go down, and Cherry's still on their spawn.
Missing that first shot, getting cleared, but winning the fight anyway. Potentially
takes
claiming
on
that
Nick.
rifle. Does indeed. Fed with this shorty. Not deep enough to swing that. This is a nigh impossible retake. We've seen it happen, but there's no time, no weapon. Potentially Fed just needs to grab a gun and leave, but left in that situation. Has to play exits. Gets Cherry. That's an important pick, but that's all you're gonna get.
Seems like Jess throws down any other ideas of saving that gun.
I wonder what the Turtles are gonna do about this. We've seen this A aggression, but not much has come for it. We've seen this early A from Grimoire that's often been given up. Simply putting that pressure out to see what they're going to do, and they're just leaving. We saw that C aggro. Just odd, that fast take, there was not much to be done about that, especially with the weaker buy.
Momentum starts to give out. Let's see if they can get it back.
I'd say we're on even buy, but Cherry has...
Gotta go.
I don't know how I feel about this op yet, but I think Cherry could cook with this. Only 2 to defend the site. Patiently waiting for the time to smoke.
Go, go, go.
Time is coming. Carry is removed. Just trade it out.
Spike planted.
I know exactly where you are.
I don't know, that Rolling Thunder.
Shot down.
Maybe not timed quite right, but 2 kills coming out for it.
Here.
Jess, significant loss there. No suck for the bomb. He has a leer, getting 1, just missing out.
1 enemy remaining.
That's half on the bomb.
Last player standing.
Chicken is down. Bed left to clean up Nixie. That's a free op. And yet another round for Turtles.
Is it?
Barely, they could barely clutch out, but nevertheless, that's a round on the board.
Absolutely good one at that one. I'd say honestly their eco looking a little more up now that they have the op in their hands.
That's a bit of a tricky situation, but very interesting.
This is a nice spot.
We do see this 4-round deficit, but these retakes have been a little more powerful despite them coming down to a lot of 1s being given from either side. And that was one of the weaknesses that I was worried about with Grimoire, defending against these retakes. A little bit of a garage push.
Started to see some of their energy come back. Let's see if we can have them hold it out for us or not.
Look at Nixie going into this 3A site. There's no one there. Will Nixie be able to identify that before the rest of their team gets wrecked like Chicken did? It does seem like they're going to be rotating.
Looks like they
Nixie
still
pushing
have
into this
no
gun.
idea.
No.
The Funky Monk on the case, he's instantly going up heaven. Can we see him take some more kills?
They're detected. Perhaps a little early. Maybe just wanting to set up for that kill for Funky Monk. Dead getting a little too aggressive. Now the team will draw a little aggro. Coming out CT.
Let out into the site.
1 for 1, grab strong.
Player standing.
Be devastating. Emmy. He's left alone here. That's usually a good player to have in this situation. A difficult situation nonetheless. Going the way of the Turtles as we go into the last round of this half.
The Grimoire continues to almost fall
Last
behind
round
now.
before the switch.
We see Turtles take 2 rounds in a row. Will that be enough to make the Grimoire hesitate?
It's interesting. We're seeing good use of like these weaknesses in the composition, this lack of flashes really being abused. Portals, I love what they're doing with that. And these retakes have been a little bit rough, but they've gone their way.
Go, go, go.
So regardless, I definitely like that they're going for them like they have.
Gotta go.
Viper's still holding this off towards C, but there's no one towards C
I'm out of here.
on this round. Carry has
there's
the
a-
overdrive and the bomb.
Shot done.
That we're gonna see maybe some plays real quick as the overdrive comes out.
Shortcut.
Maybe a
Push
little bit
begins, that
fast
wall is
lane.
up.
But everyone's off the A site now. That's a free plant for Grimoire, but they did lose chicken earlier on in the
Spike
round.
down A.
There's a lot of utility to be thrown. Med going down, that stun is gone.
With the shorty
Oh.
not giving enough firepower for that kill.
These ones are just successful. The plant only now going down
Spike
though.
planted.
Two towards the CT angle.
Timer still has plenty of time left. Let's see if we can get back.
Nikon spotting him out. Cherry dying. Even round. But the smoke comes out for the bomb.
One enemy
Darted.
remaining.
Double darted. Nixie falling nonetheless. Have to pull out the spike trigger. Jorny is so low and just getting pushed with the util out.
As
5.5 for the
comes
Turtles.
around.
This momentum has been very interesting, constantly shifting throughout this game, but Turtles going into
Switching
their
sides.
attack half against a composition that might struggle to defend a little bit.
It brings them to the 5 and 7, just as like we said before on that previous match. We saw exactly this outcome, just slightly different how we got here, bringing us to that 5 to 7.
Get the close up on what Nixie's doing right here. We do need to see some very strong retakes from Grimoire because we are going to see some strong, heavy sight takes with Grash's stun and Ved's stun and just diving in. Everyone going all in. But these retakes are going to be so important for Grimoire, especially since the defense is going to be a little bit low. And we do see this 1-1-1-1-1 that they love so much on Split.
I have the spike.
Very patient beginning of this round. Information just slowly being gathered by Turtles. This fight towards Chicken and Short could be everything. Chicken forced to reload and fall back, but stunned. Barely getting out alive. Jess taking out Emmy on the other side of the map. That's mid-control down for Turtles. But shifting towards there immediately.
You see them
Med
swiftly
falling.
rotating all the way over to B, almost storming in through garage though. Will they on C?
Who knows? It's like Grash is tucking in this terrifying spot. Yeah, pushing out of garage. They can barely getting rid of Grash.
One enemy remaining.
Outstanding kill, almost pincered.
Just barely not getting that kill there really snowballed the end of that round very quickly. Grimoire getting their first defense round, going in this buy, could be very important for them.
I'm out of here.
We see all teams beginning to prep up with this normal lineup from Silva. Are we going to see any drastic changes that might buy them the
Leave
round?
them no escape.
Interestingly though, we do again see this 1-1-1-1-1.
Revealing area.
This could be tricky if they get dived by the Turtles. Especially by Grash, who is playing this judge.
Ooh,
Maybe be a little more patient with that judge, but
Judge begins to pay off a bit. Already with a free kill. Can we see another?
to be fair, Grash did have a shotgun as well, but you know, it's still a tricky situation there. I wonder if that was the right play. Look at this reset towards mid garage.
Neutralized.
But
Spike down A.
Quick double kill by Joremy.
Turtles were already there. Not enough time.
One enemy remaining.
Off a pick, but is quickly traded out by Nixie. He starts to reset around the spike, where they know it is.
That is a bulldog, especially for Ved to pick up, but
Good stop,
just
though.
getting nailed on timing by that Ares. I don't know, what are you thinking about Grimoire doing so far on this defensive half? What do you want for their bonus?
Right there.
I'm hoping to see their bonus in Maybe they can all group up and storm just one place and do a bit of an eco strat that we might see here. Other than that, though, I don't see how else this can pay off very well. They've got quite the tough econ to go against, and quite bigger guns might be able to deal with.
Don't worry, Turnip. We have a lot of fun comms round coming up. And look at this A aggression. Once again, just
Gotta go.
lacking this patience. Finally, it's very strong. Very strong options. Just early kill on the Dormy.
Go, go, go.
Chicken is detected. Stuck there with that Marshall in that corner. Forced to re-clear short. Dangerous situation. This barrage pressure going down to this judge once again. That's 2 for Jess.
I got spike.
Rash has to re-grab that bomb, but they're already there.
You'll possibly dealing with the Cypher setup, not even needed. Nixie gets the first pick as Ved quickly takes off Cherry, who's over rushing them.
Suddenly these numbers are even a devastating turn for the worse for this bonus. Turtles did barely retrieve that bomb, but they've come out of garage.
30 seconds left.
Link.
Last player standing.
Pixie's getting jumped. Chicken's in garage. Coming out the same way.
Spike planted.
Fully wraps them, they might not know.
His first pick could be everything, and Pokemon eating it up. No bonus win as we go into this clear comms round.
I want their life, not yours.
No matter what.
Alright, this isn't their eco. Can we do the garage hit?
I can buy some. I can buy one of you. You can get full shields, by the way.
Alright, we go three garage too long. And we come with the C.
Was there a trip garage?
No. I guess I have a shotgun.
No, he hasn't been doing that.
We need a drone there.
You want to drone B?
Go garage.
Drone garage? Alright, give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Can rotate it over.
No one close. No one close. Neon window.
And the cubby.
Fuck cubby, I'm flashing. Go.
I'm stunned.
Backside with Odin.
Backside. One window behind you. Nice, dead. 2 on C.
Last player standing. Spike down, C.
One window still.
Found you.
One flank.
Window and that both windows.
He is up.
Cage triggered.
Should be up window.
It could be tough.
"30 seconds left.
Could we just double?
Yeah, it's alright. Yana is all we could potentially.
There.
Very quiet round for the Turtles. Kind of uncharacteristic of them. We've seen a lot of calm comps come out from them, but
I need this.
not a lot was going on.
This is a
Yeah,
nice
not
spot.
too much was being said or given. They did start to pick a little more activity near the end there, but at the start there wasn't much planning.
This goes here.
We do have to find a way to deal with this 4-round deficit. Now on a weaker buy as well. Chicken's got buckets of operators.
Short good. Running low.
Crash says hi and just gets annihilated. Overdrive's out of play. First of all, going to Grimwar. Judge comes out. Viper's very low, getting that pick, nonetheless.
So you couldn't just keep finishing that out with the judge. Just fell a little short as we begin to see a slow rotate almost.
We did see that flash with suspiciously no one pushing out. Likely to post up Emmy, potentially get rid of someone on their way out, or just hold the control. Oh my god, Ved!
As Vet gets a beautiful shot off on the chicken.
No respect shown whatsoever. And Nixie perhaps
I
going
know
a little
exactly
too much
where
respect
you
with that
are.
strange Odin angle.
Cage triggered.
Demi finally gets that pick on A, giving them the A site and giving them that ultimate info they needed
30 seconds
in order
left.
to get everybody to regroup onto it.
Notably, we do have
Gun
Funky Monk
here.
with the Hunter's Fury active. This eco round could be converted, especially with the numbers that we're seeing. Not a lot of strong retake utility left for Grimoire. Nonetheless, you do have a weapons advantage. You do have that Odin.
Last player standing.
Potentially an actual divide. But Fed just won't stop.
That jump scared even me.
Looking to save that Odin potentially. In your little hidey hole. Not using the funny exit spot, unfortunately. Opting to just save.
Quite the ego. As they begin to save the Odin. As they beautifully take the round for Turtles.
Thrifty.
Yeah, just taking that massive momentum that Ved commanded out of
I call you
Grimoire.
Charlie because it means you're my friend. But
Getting
maybe I
rid of
call you
chicken there was
Asia
so
because you can
devastating.
follow.
That opts out of play potentially. Oh, we do see a timeout here.
That's just what you need to do. So like whenever you heard someone rotating, you need to say one's rotating, and then whenever you hear Sova darting, Sova's still on A. And then that's when you would say like, I think one's still A, we can re-hit A. Your life is very important. It's all about the info, not about the kill that you're gonna get there. And just stay grouped and stay grouped. Keep up the team fights. You guys are doing great. I don't. Did anyone else have anything to say? Sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. I was just gonna say we have Breach Ult, Sova ult this round, so I think A looks pretty free. Plus they have a really weaker A hold, so
They are on an eco as well, so just be careful of a fast push this round. Careful of like a mid walkout. You could play very passive and then go lean towards A, but play toward just be careful.
Probably gonna hero by Vandal.
Okay. I'm down for quotas. I think.
Seeing another timeout come out, the Turtles, definitely a necessary one.
Going above.
Seemingly a little upset with Emmy's timings thus far on the lurk.
That goes there.
It was a good lurk at that last round though, getting that neural theft active, finding the remaining players, but
I'm out of here.
But without it, can they do it again?
nonetheless, we do see a bit of a broken body from Grimoire. Not much money on the board. Cherry with a Sheriff. Fast rotating, no matter what. Nixie just holding that cam, waiting for a potential A hit. And it does look like one could have happened. Instead, opting to just fall back.
Backing out without
The
even
chicken.
making the presence. Chicken's got
Oh
an
my God,
interesting
chicken.
angle here.
Patience, but crashes out of there.
Might have been a little too greedy there as they get
Rifles given.
that rifle in their hands.
Crash only had a stinger going into that.
And to make their escape all the way over to C site.
This way.
Utility comes out. Fast lane, recon guard.
30 seconds left. Last player
2
standing.
hits. 3.
Beautiful flash at the start there on their way out. But unfortunately, it just was not enough.
Nevertheless, Jess once again in her signature spot with this signature judge. Natural divide.
One enemy remaining.
Not opting to take that rifle, going for the second swing, and it pays
And a
off.
beautiful
Yes.
retake.
That was a beautiful clutch. All the confidence in the world there. That was absurd.
A beautiful. Wow. Almost at a loss of words. Jess is done extraordinary on that round
Play some
clutch.
stars in this reality.
That was just gorgeous. That Astral Divide barely
This
having
is a
that
nice spot.
perfect drop timing. I don't know, and saving time to get that rifle, knowing that Nixie would have to, not Nixie, Emmy would have to be there. Gorgeous play from Jess, and going into this next round, Tortles are gonna have to be very careful about what Jess might have. Do have the Rolling Thunder active, but that's Nixie's sight. It'll be tricky. Power drone does come out, clear short. The camera does stop. Nice little team kill, doesn't matter. Getting that judge kill. Hunter's Fury comes out, delay that plant. And they're grazing.
Spike down.
Pokemon
A.
does go down.
One
Cherry
enemy
gets a pick.
remaining.
Kevin. Yes, gets yet another. Brash left alone, hell. Gear goes out, and there's too many targets to hit. We're too blind.
See an unfortunate
Fantastic.
end
Match point.
that round.
Really nice delay with that Hunter's Fury, getting that pick, allowing for Cherry to get that timing of Heaven and just flood out on that retake.
It was
Match point.
a beautiful play, and we might just see the Grimoire take this match, leading us into our third map. But can the Turtles bring it back still? Give us that.
Once again, a lead like this doesn't mean much to Turtles, but that's still match point you have to deal with on such a tricky map like Haven. Crash with the double slide doesn't save you. Nixie dodging the Hunter's Fury. Dodging the Rolling Thunder too.
Hey,
They're already surrounded.
Last player standing.
Picks going out. Hyper left in this.
Defenders win.
and an
shredding everyone
overwhelming presence given by every single member of the Grimoire as they take the second map.
And what a different momentum we saw from Grimoire there, that map. A lot more energy coming out. Definitely more comfortable on Haven with those retakes. We've seen fantastic retakes from them there. Whereas that split was a little rougher, much closer game. But we do go into, after our break, we will go into our last map of Bind, which, kind of a Turtles map. That's usually their permanent pick.
It's
Instead, it's our
honestly,
decider.
even now though, it's still anyone's game, I feel. We've truly seen a absolutely wonderful energy from both sides on this first and second map, and it's truly just a mind-boggling question of who's going to take it.
For sure. We'll be going into a break here shortly, but we'll be back with the action very, very soon. You won't want to miss it. Welcome back, and this has been a really close set so far. I'm Graham. I'm joined by Yawa200. We've had this really competitive set thus far between Team Grimoire and Chortle Turtles going to map 3, but I don't know.
We have, and it's just such a... I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Team Turtles does appear to have, I believe, an advantage on Bind. It sounds like it's their home map, home turf. So
Yeah.
I might be seeing them take the lead here.
Up until tonight, they have had 100% first pick rate on Bind. And instead, they opted for that split first pick. It did pay off a very close game, but Team Grimoire coming back on that Haven with a very dominant performance. This deciding map could go either way, really.
It really could, and because even as we've seen with Chortle Turtles on their home turf with the advantage and with that motivation and momentum they had, we still saw Grimoire picking it up and just giving it almost right back to them.
For sure, and God, this is a tricky map Bind. It's very set play heavy, very patient, but it can be very attack sided at times. I don't know. It's a very difficult map to play despite its simplicity. I want to see what either team is ready for.
Yes, and it's going to be an exciting one at that. We'll have to see in what plans and plays they decide to give us tonight.
And speaking of that, let's go into the agent select. Chortle Turtles probably know what they want. Grash once again back on that raise that we saw so devastating on the split. Funky Monk in the sky again.
Once again, we've got that neon pick.
What is this old school ass comp? Meanwhile, don't do it, chick. Do not do double duelist again. I don't know. If I saw Arena again, I might riot.
We've seen nothing but neon so far, but we might see a change on that Reyna. We might not be seeing a Reyna this time from the Grimoire.
We might have a whole bucket of chickens here. Potentially going with that Sky. Maybe not super sure what they go for on this map's comp. I don't think they've scrimmed for this proper. But who knows?
We see a Yoru lock-in. Interesting. Might be seeing a lot of tricks up their sleeves with that Yoru pick. I'm a little interested.
Yoru, one of those picks on Bind that's been kind of hit or miss, a bit of a controversial pick, certainly, but those flashes can be super strong for a team that lacks them, and Grimoire's team has been lacking flashes this entire set thus far. Chortle Turtles do still have that Sky, though, and that double controller, that Viper Brim that we've seen so much out of on Bind throughout its lifespan.
Yeah, indeed. As we enter into match loading, what are your thoughts? What are you expecting to see this match?
Honestly, as much as I want to say that this match will be very close, I really need to see Grimoire step it up here. Despite that momentum shown in Haven, this is going to be a very uphill battle for them. Going into this match, it's just going to be tricky fighting on away turf. Turtles feel very at home here. We don't have the screen up quite yet, but you can hear the whirring of that Viper Wall already sent through the teleporter. That's a very tricky one. We've seen it pull a number on many a team. Look at this potential garage aggression. Not garage, whatever. Shower.
Showers, I believe.
We've been on all the garage maps thus far.
We have. Start to see an immediate aggression.
I'm out of here.
Smoke comes out, allowing Cherry to push up with that shorty.
I'm out of here.
Ultord free for them. Falling back. While the rest of Grimoire pushes up Sands into Hookah.
Straight away,
no one to
see
hold it.
a sly fake immediately from Team Grimoire.
Will this ball come up in time?
Taking on a little more space as they start to go out. Guy holding out a dog and oh, perfect flash. Hits nobody, sends the walls. All the smokes on site disorienting everybody. They can't do anything as Spike goes down.
A very good abuse of that fast link getting out on the site there. Nonetheless, the trade's going even. This is a very difficult site to retake.
One enemy remaining.
The reason Stein has leaned more attack-sided, but that doesn't matter when you shredded. But Jess, once again, in this clutch situation, someone you really want to have there. Everyone's so low. Flash securing that final kill. First round going to Turtles.
Jess almost pulled it back just by the helms. A beautiful play as well. Sadly not enough when you're dealing with Turtles.
I don't know, Grimoire has a very uphill battle to fight here, and he did get onto the site very easily. I liked that fast lane. It's a bit out of standard. Maybe it was just surprising. It did do its job of getting the team out of hookah onto the site, despite that lack of second controller.
Let's go, Viper.
And Jess did have good smokes to stall out the retake for just a little bit, but not quite long enough. I think there's a chance here for Grimoire. You do see another shotgun come out from Cherry, but there's just so much shotgun play coming out. With this bad timing, oh no, Ved. You have to lurk.
They take it back onto site as they reap the rewards and the number advantage. Turtles carefully decides their next move.
Once again, this is simply hookah space that they have in Vet, despite the blind, Romy not quite getting that classic right click off.
One enemy remaining.
Vet with the 3K now. Ball's active. Nice satchel there.
Anything for the kill. As Grash does end us off
there.
path.
But it doesn't matter because it didn't happen. And Turtles going into their bonus now.
We're definitely seeing that momentum being given by the Turtles being in their own home turf.
Let's see what Grimoire is going to do without that raid.
That goes there.
It's been tricky thus far, but it's only been 2 rounds in. They might have something else cooked, or maybe just Cherry going off on Neon in general. Kind of famously in Neon one trick.
It's possible as they start to begin their...
Izzy comes out, scans nothing.
Cherry getting ready to jump out.
And he knows that something's likely there inside that smoke, and Cherry is there, in fact. Essen comes out, running into the trip. There's nowhere for you to go.
Oh, but Cherry's
trades come out.
Gets picked off, but their team takes 2 kills with them.
Oh, buddy. One enemy remaining. Rash can't prevent it. And he pushes out of the cage directly into the line of fire.
One less.
Monkey Monk is so blind, but everyone is blind. Not quite enough, but that's 3 guns down. Grimoire securing around, but at what cost?
Go, go, go!
Look at this clear comes around. Very intrigued to see what Grimoire has cooking.
I'm out of here.
I'm playing like very how do I say it? I'm kind of inting, Mikey. I'm not inting, but like I'm like playing A. I think.
Mikey, let's all age together.
We'll reveal their
true.
secrets.
Yeah. Call your play. We'll go with you.
We're going
Tell
B.
me how you wanna end.
We're going B.
Viper Sky B.
Okay, I want you to slide in.
Gotta go.
Okay.
One more. One, two, you dead.
Alright.
We both will retake.
Yep.
We're not retaking. We're on.
Post plant.
There we go. Can you peek off contact, Cherry?
Oh,
Sherry.
I thought she was past it. That's my bad.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
I thought they were past it. That's like on the
Good round from Grimoire. A little bit confident there.
Here.
Chicken definitely showing up quite a bit. Even game. Not something we quite expected thus far. Nonetheless, you noticed already one of the weaknesses of not having that raise, forcing to drop 2 bodies just to get into hookah.
Absolutely, as we start the next round. An immediate raise aggression takes them out.
Speaking of raise, Grimoire getting so many kills.
Immediately, already last player standing. That is left by themselves to deal with the rest of Grimoire.
Planted the spike.
With not but a pistol and a bucky to do it. Crossing their fingers that they might get rushed down, potentially by one of the dives. Hoping for a couple of eco frags, but nope, just patiently playing that range. Breaking the trip might stoke some aggression, and it does!
Oh, but with no avail.
Gotta go.
Tricky situation to be in. Grimoire finding a lead here. On Torple's home turf, nonetheless. Let's see what we can get out of this round. Turtles have been having a little bit of a rough time.
Who's next?
Go, go, go. Door's good.
Open up the sky!
As it turns out, we were not in fact in clear comms, it was just Interitus yapping at us. Like a lot.
Oh my goodness.
So instead, we see Turtles really shredding this round thus far. That orbital strike getting so much value. Normally spot out in this last clutch situation, unable to clean it up. Unfortunate, but this is an even game. And asking the real questions here, what is Plat minus Q gonna do without Nixie? Who knows?
Well, as somebody down there, I can tell you, not a whole lot.
We're so lonely. Even game. I'm impressed by neither team being shaken whatsoever by any momentum.
This goes here.
Oh, yeah. See a swift setup on by their Cypher as Turtles begins their defense.
Cage coming active is very important, but no connection. Let me swing into you.
Jerry takes a kill. Immediately, Charmy follows up.
Plant is cancelled, rotating all the way towards B.
All the way on to B.
Spike plant.
Right, a good chunk of their team still remaining on the other side. B plant is down.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that's devastating. Not ready for the players to be in all these spaces. Grimoire taking... No.
It's an absolute beautiful round by the Grimoire. Truly confusing, spontaneous moment.
Here.
I love taking advantage of that situation there. Look at this timeout. Turtles.
Yep. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I gotta.
So on B, we're actually losing space of window or hookah and garden. So we can like throw Viper Orb like deep, like right at the barrier in hookah, and we need to defend hookah because that's gonna be like a really strong part of their B hit. Because we basically want them to funnel out long, I guess. But so instead of backing up to site, fight up hookah. And on A, We want to give them U-Haul. Like basically because we're playing towards shower. So, if we're fighting towards shower, back up like just full retake A, and just wait to re-clear it later.
Yeah, got it.
When you're finished talking, I'm gonna restart my computer.
Yeah, you're good. You can go now.
Oh, sure. All right.
Yeah.
Just want to
That's
hear what
pretty
you're
much all I had
saying.
to say. Yeah, that's all I had to say. That's all I can really notice. We give them really way too much of their strong shit.
And as mentioned, we do have to go into a minor tech pause here to restart PC. Unfortunate, but it does happen. It just happens. It's the way it is. It gives us a little time to think about this.
The way it is down here in the Underpeel.
At twitch.tv/the Underpeel, which you can prime sub to right now.
Where we can promise you down here many tech pauses, many issues, but by gosh, do we have some exciting content for you.
This is the content that you are here for. Regardless, this has been a fantastic set thus far, and Grimoire keeping this game competitive despite it definitely being the Turtles' home turf. Perhaps that's a symptom of Turtles starting on defense, but yet this is an even game.
I hope it doesn't seem like there's any way that it's going to clear away from an even game. We've got some heavy expiring with one of the teams. Maybe that tech pause will give us what we needed for that.
Just maybe there will be something cooked up in the meantime on either side. And I'd love to see something spicy here. Obviously, neither of these compositions are too lineup heavy. Besides maybe Ved on the Viper. You know, maybe we'll see something stupid. And I don't mean silly, I mean stupid. Have you seen what the Vipers come up with here?
I think just players in general, we've seen a lot of, we can say, interesting plays from many people in Valorant history.
I hope that with the combination of that Brim Molly, that Viper Molly, and the paint shells from Grash, that we can just get another Fun Day Friday no defuse situation kind of here in bracket.
Maybe that's the plan.
You can't defuse the bomb if you can't be on it.
That is by far the greatest strategy of them all, I believe.
Likewise, they can't defuse the bomb if you shoot them in the head. It's a shooter game! You are going to die!
I still think those are the greatest words I've ever heard from any Valorant players, that, you know, they can't play if you shoot them first.
Let's make them dance.
Yeah, we're going back into this game. Bulls might have something cooked up. We do see the Cypher on A, yet the double up towards Shower. Chicken fake cloning without a care in the world. Doesn't trick anyone, really. Viper's pick comes out.
Immediately.
Almost getting caught, but goodness.
Guarded by Sky. That Viper ult does come all the way out. Looks like they have nothing to do but forced to rotate.
Forced to rotate the Emmy's side. Let's see what they can do. Little man goes down. Bomb is stranded. Forced to be retrieved. Romy once again trying for that plant. Not getting spammed down this time. Carries overdrive, not being much value there. But just with all these picks. Oh my god.
Jeremy starts to take up the heat. Can we see some get back? As Emmy begins to slowly push back up. Toward the bomb.
Cage triggered.
Nice little team flash there from Chicken. Unfortunately, blinding Jormy more than it blinded me.
But still, Jormy taking out Emmy near the end there.
I like this momentum from Grimoire thus far. These holds have been a lot better than we saw at the start. And these site holds on these post plants are very important on a map like Bind.
Absolutely, and if we can see them keep this energy going, then we might just see an easy victory from them. All the way until at least the switch, we might see a mix-up on how everybody plays.
Nixie attempting to dodge that guiding light while Chicken shreds all of Shower's control away from Turtles.
See another fake clone. Starting to see a pattern here from Chicken.
Chicken on a 3K. Funky Monk next in line to take this fight.
Ended.
No.
It doesn't seem like
Shame
the
on
fake
you.
clone.
Last player standing.
Nice gun you got there. Funky Monk left alone. This stinger. Not much to be done. Once again, going shopping for another gun, but it's too late. Grimoire taking their 6th round. You know, though, we've seen a lot of early first half momentum come out from Grimoire thus far this series. So I wonder if Turtles are going to be very comfortable on this attacking side. It's very likely that they are.
This goes here.
This is definitely their map.
Whatever they're doing,
Despite that, Grimoire with this 3-point advantage.
The round starts as Cherry quickly running down. Immediately gets tapped, but doesn't get killed.
Kill not coming out means no showstopper for Grash quite yet. Jormy falling to Grash. Reno comes out. Bomb is down.
I know exactly
where
you are.
For Grimoire. Grash satcheling away. Not getting caught quite yet. Grimoire is very far away playing his first plant. It's a
Major
lot of space that
battle.
could potentially be taken by Turtles.
And Nixie's being pinned down almost
One
by the
enemy
entire
remaining.
enemy team. He's taken
And
out.
Chicken once again. Left alone in this clutch scenario.
Attempting to
Against
take the
three.
bomb.
Smoke is up. 8 shells are thrown. No
Unfortunately,
time.
defused
things in my sleep.
The fuse goes off for Grash.
Shame. I love
Turtles
explosions.
closing this gap. Now, looking at the ult economy, we're one orb away from orbital strike for Turtles once again. And we saw what happened last time that came out.
You know, and I have to ask though, why did we see the Grash diffuse versus the Brimstone?
Probably just a panic play, honestly.
That happens. To everybody. Happens to me a lot.
You want to fight it?
Partial Divide coming out very early. Not gonna clear way into B, but A plant being denied just a little bit by Grash. 8 shells coming out. Dormy goes down. Showstopper not hitting. Knowing that Chicken is likely still there. Bring out that boombot connecting. Chicken is one tap. The numbers are still in favor of Grimoire.
Chicken recovered the bomb perfectly and goes onto the other site and begins to plant. They have full access to the site now, but can they keep it?
It's the opposite of Nats. It is Fats. Full access to the site. But this retake could happen. It's very, very difficult to retake the B bomb site, but anyone can do it. It's Turtles. Wearing the paint shells and the cyber cage in order to get a little bit of space out. Back site is held. There's no utility to use the bomb with.
Take the loss.
What do you
Last
want
round
out of
in
this
the
last
half.
round and a half?
Hoping to honestly see Turtles pick it up a bit and just end it on 7-5. This would be, ironically, the third map that we've had where it ends 5-7.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
it's not unlikely. I won't say it's unlikely. There's been a trend.
Bit of a pattern we've had going on here, but nonetheless, see if it can actually happen.
We do have this Thrash online. Devastating ultimate whenever it comes out. And Charmy getting a little antsy. Chicken diving in just a little too soon.
Given the number
Spike
advantage,
no.
as no Thrash can be used now as Jormy ends up dead from bed.
2 are dead. Bomb barely retrieved, but that's no Thrash online.
Last
Oh my
player
god,
standing.
pushing into Funky Monk's Deagle and just getting shredded. Once again, Neural Theft coming out. Jess is detected. 1v5 for Jess, but Jess has done a lot thus far this series.
They're not
Not out of
impossible.
question. How much bad has something to say about it once again?
Jess gets tricked up by the quick
Switching
flank
sides.
around as they get pincered away as we end 5-7.
Fine. Once again, one of those maps where it can be a little bit attack-sided, and Turtles going into their crazy home turf, potentially. Double controller, very clearly drilled. We've seen Ved going kind of crazy with these lineups. Nice score, by the way. Just gonna say it.
Absolutely.
But we got this
Here.
potential B-long aggression. We've got a lot of spread out space on this pistol round. Turtles
Yes, this should do.
definitely in their element. And spotting out one. Broken. Nixie swinging out and getting torn down by Grash. That's the Cypher dead. Jess getting 2 though towards Shower. Nonetheless, that's Cherry. Taking 1 more down, but that's the B site. 4 Turtles planting for CT. They're surrounded. We only have so much time before the retake comes in. Jess is spotted. No kills coming out.
Looks like they're smoked off. To start being pushed.
One enemy remaining.
1 goes down.
One enemy remaining.
Thick and falling. Just no!
That's why they put me in charge.
No retake.
Wow.
Hyper just cleaning up.
This 2 Hyper wins them the round. Completely taking the round and gaining those 3 ult orbs that definitely needs to end up in that ult.
The Smokes player clutch factor is so real. Hyper just showing up right there, hitting the pistol round. But eco round on bind isn't too bad for the defenders. You can really afford to group up in these tight spaces and get some hits. Let's see what happens here. Being very patiently, Turtles not getting too aggressive, knowing that there could be some people tucked in these tight areas. Only getting the orb, Shower, not getting traded out.
Presence made over on, I believe, Long. Might be seeing a bit of an aggression start to form as they confirm it's Cypher's map and instantly teleport.
There's still 2 over here on Egg, though, in this little pocket. Only getting cleared by the Skog. Just no. The retake's already coming out. 1 more falling.
1 enemy remaining.
Lucky.
Instantly in a flash, 1 left and left to Nixie. As Nixie gets taken out by Funky Monk. The round goes to Turtles again. We're now 7-7 on even.
Even game, but Turtles going into their bonus. And they've shown a very dominant start here to this half. Both teams slowing down a little bit, but nonetheless, very close.
Right here.
Look at this going towards long potentially once again. Notably, you did see a weakness from Grimoire not having that raise on their attack now. Dash very comfortable on raise, and raise very comfortable on bind. He does flash out in the left. No!
As he gets punished by Grash. Lucky of close
Disgusting.
range.
Perfectly timed shot. Wow, nearly
See,
unblinding.
good timing may only confirm right? Right immediately as they do get a pink off of Nixie as Nixie goes down with the Odin. As the team begins to rotate back onto A, just like last round.
Hyper going down is devastating. The Odin is in the hands of Turtles. A sight goes in their hands. I'm about ready to go down.
There's a plan.
Hyper 1 point closer to that orbital strike potentially. Look how the bomb goes down. Mosh Pit getting a little bit of damage. Grimoire has to make this retake count. One of them already falls.
One enemy remaining.
Yet another. Once again, Cherry left in clutch situation and just getting torn down. Bonus round goes to Turtles.
Gotta go.
That is devastating.
Absolute monster so far. Turtles has been ever since they got into attacking. With win after win, can truly just take the game completely with this energy.
And you know, it's quite interesting. Chicken playing this Yoru, but not a lot of cross-map teleports that are typical of a Yoru on Vine. Fast rotate into the weaker site when contact is made. Instead, just opting to get really aggressive towards long. 1 for 1 and 2 for 2.
You might be seeing it pay off, but as it turns into a 3v3, how's the rest of these interactions going to go?
My ult's ready.
Hyper gets caught out. That's the
down,
bomb.
B.
Just potentially able to claim a rifle there. No member of the Turtles is nearby.
Last player standing.
And Chicken spotting out Ved. That could be the signal. It just needs to claim that rifle. I'm left alone here on A. Thinking about the teleporter, knowing that that's a very dangerous play alone.
Time to be safe. When they have left.
Thrifty.
Spotted, and he gets one. With a thrifty play nonetheless. Grimoire not out of the game.
Start to deliver that energy back to Turtles once again, like we've seen all this time. It still is tied to 8-8.
Once again, though, we've seen a lot of value out of that orbital strike thus far. Once again online.
Ah, this is a nice spot.
Let's go into the clear comms round after we skipped it that round.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm not ulting? I'll ult if I want to.
Bomb buddy out.
I'm ready.
They recoil
Going
first.
up.
Cypher's
Going
on B. Cypher's B.
I just send you all. I just send you all. You could all. Backside one.
We have
80 Yoru.
Spike down.
Yeah,
A.
backside. One TP. One TP. By the TP.
I'm TVing.
Last
I'm
player
TVing.
standing.
No. Damn.
Wow.
That's by the way, Hyper. I meant for you to ult like.
I'm out of here.
I don't think you understand
Oh.
like nice.
Yeah.
I don't think headshot and lamps.
I thought, yeah, I thought I would be. I don't know actually.
I can buy
It's
you.
okay. It's all good.
I can buy you.
God, that
Wow. And a speedy round loss for the Turtles as the round went to Team Grimoire quite swiftly.
There.
nonetheless, still a very close game, but Grimoire showing a lot of signs of life.
Stim beacon here.
Still kicking. The Turtles ready for some aggression down long. Early stim beacon. Very forced to jump spot and get out. Meanwhile, very patient play towards a short, towards showers. And two potential fights. Forming on that orb, getting caught out. The little too antsy. Hyper also falling though. That's the primary. Smokes down. Ved potentially wanting this orb as well, but Chicken. Yes.
Chicken taking out Ved quickly as we're about to see another interaction. Can Emmy pull ahead?
Emmy just taking a little bit of healing there. You know, get a little bit out of there.
Justice clutch.
I've got your trail.
3v3. Cabbages are active. Hopefully detecting. That Grimoire is very A-heavy at the moment. That's a full
30 seconds
clear. Still stars there, but
Spike planted.
not quite delaying the plant. No. Chicken forced to flash out. The Funky Monk. No!
But Funky Monk one step ahead and still gets the kill.
What a rough timing there. Yes, left to defuse. Fog comes out.
Last player
Nixie
standing.
ready for it. But the cleanup is there.
Round goes to Turtles, making it again even to 9-9.
This has been down to the wire kind of set this far. And once again showing how difficult it is to retake B on Bind. Portal's definitely taking advantage of that. Any amount of space that they're getting, any amount of info that they might be on the other site. Knowing just to get onto B as fast as possible.
Cutting through.
Is exactly what they needed there. Speaking of getting onto B as fast as possible, we do have a bit of patience towards the fight this time around.
Round starts once again. He's immediately tapped. He's away safely.
Nixie did have a Valorant wallbang moment there. Not quite getting the pick. Numbers still even, but damage has been done. Thrash is active for Jormy. Perhaps needing to play a little bit safer. But Chicken's all the way up on the flank. Ved's going to get caught out alone. First blood for Grimoire.
Monk starts to slowly take up space on Hookah, waiting to see if somebody's willing to try to give him a jiggle peek for that free pick. But nothing yet.
A lot of utility coming out for Octagon. Orb being claimed, potentially by Grash. 21, traded out, and traded out again. Picks.
30 seconds
That's
left.
the B site.
Pick as a confirmed site and plant it down onto B.
Notably,
Slowly, we might see some flanking action done by not only but somebody else on their team as well. Leave it to be Jess. Jess slowly approaches up to Hookah.
just not recalling that Shower Star. Difficult to deal with this post plant unless you have that Astral Divide active. Molotov misses.
One enemy remaining.
Forced to push through the Astral Divide. But there's not enough time.
And the defuse gets off. As it goes to 10. 9-10. Team Grimoire's favor.
God, that's crazy. No team showing signs of stopping. All of the power in the world. Everyone's hands. Interesting trip.
Recovering it. Gotta go.
A late Viper wall towards short. A pretty standard one. No jump spot for you.
Heavy.
20 health.
Heavy damage to Jeremy as he runs back.
Meanwhile, pretty long from the looks of things. Nixie not going to get much value out of it though.
I think it's off.
Sitting on that cam. Just possibly the first to take this fight.
And there's the fight action. Jumps back into U-Haul.
Too easy. My ult's
Chicken looking to up the tempo, getting a pick onto 2 hyper.
One enemy remaining.
Rash falls. Chicken, stop. Just stop.
I don't know. It kind of almost worked.
It worked in like a wraparound sense, I suppose.
It almost worked.
Spike. I'm out of here.
Stop. Yield. Halt. Do not.
And Chicken failing. Bring home the rest of the match. Alongside with one fake phone attempt.
This is the first time in a while we've had a 2-point advantage. Let's make that clear. The set has been insanely close.
Very true, yes. I believe the last time was actually only last map. Other than that, the only other round advantage we've seen was the 0-6 on our first map.
There.
Early clone coming out into the teleporter, posting up Chicken for this pinch potentially. Rash likely to get caught out and coming up. Skog falling as well. Remy swinging a little too deep, getting the pick anyway. Neural theft comes out. Positions are found.
With that info, can they manage to land a site?
Not quite getting spammed out by Jess. Jess knows that there's a very likely bit of aggression towards short. It's spotted by that neural theft.
Last player standing.
Flashing out, getting
Spike
4.
down A.
So we see Chicken land the
pit. Blast. One more.
Red gets 2 kills. Pitching turn.
So low. Has to get the plant down. Also forced to swing out in the Nixie. Get that first pick and it does not happen. Match point for Grimoire.
Bringing us to
Match point.
Team Grimoire, it's truly anyone's game. I really believe Chortle Turtles can bring it back.
And again, that's only 3 rounds to bring it back, but Grimoire showing Turtles up on their home turf. This match point is a statement of its own. Meanwhile, we see this interesting outlaw position. Cherry. Doesn't seem like it'll be pushed into quite yet. Pokemon clearing out all the shards. Leaping up. Jess dying to the paint shells.
I've got your trail.
But, just to utilize focusing on their team a little heavy. Ash begins to push out.
But only at the front of the site. Firing off a showstopper dry into nothing.
Chicken starting to push out. Really get a pick.
Careful now.
To no pick as they begin to rotate all the way over to B.
Found my wire.
That's a lot of time burned for the rotate though. Nixie all the way there. Rash picking off Normie's Rash. This is going to be tricky all the way up elbow. Opting to go for the plan anyway.
Spike down B.
There's no
That could be
plan.
Curtain's potential.
Nixie getting 3. Crash as well getting 3. It's truly either one of them.
1 second. Plan not quite going
Last
down.
player standing.
As Crash gets the pick.
Crash on an ace potential.
Enemy remaining.
Kong has to go down.
10
Crash
seconds
falling
left.
once again.
Spike down
Kong
B.
still not down.
Handle this.
Forced to plant
I'm back.
with the dimensional drift
Spike
active,
planted.
not punishing it.
And getting the pick as Chicken brings the match home. Giving the
A
win.
potential
to Team
blunder
Grimoire.
there. But
Very
Grimoire sealing it out.
Defenders
There it
win.
is.
Taking Killer God? I'm leaving now.
That is an
See you at
insane
the next
series.
apocalypse.
Absolute wonderful play on both their parts. With Team Grimoire bringing home the win. Honestly, I didn't expect it.
Yeah, that was really crazy. But what a back and forth set.
Absolutely amazing set, however. I mean, we got to see a lot of exciting plays.
Yeah, that was an absurd showing from both teams. I'm glad that this was the match we had to showcase today.
I agree.
That was beyond words. And from what you saw, Trevor, that entire series was fantastic. You have no clue.
Insane, even. Like, it was just completely. There was fuel and more fuel.
Just so much passion from both of the teams, and such a heavy neck and neck race. Just because Grimoire came out on top doesn't mean that CHOT didn't go crazy there. I'm already getting the pings for in-houses. That's crazy.
Me too.
You're a little too excited there, mate.
Not that I can blame them, especially after that showing. Oh my goodness.
Literally after
Makes you want to
winning
jump
your
straight
match,
up.
you're like, nope, I need more of this.
Jumping straight back into the fire. Amazing team.
Yeah. And this was a crazy series. If you didn't catch all of it, I would wholeheartedly recommend. It was absurd.
Absolutely.
And I'm so glad that went to a map 3 as well, because that was just, God,
exactly
no
what
words.
we asked for, too. I mean,
yeah, that was, to be fair, exactly what I asked for. I got exactly what I asked for. That's crazy, though. Definitely, maybe ran out of a little bit of energy there at the end, but nevertheless, really strong showing.
It still feels like it was giving them truly giving their all.
Nixie, I'm stuck here. I can't in-house.
I'm also. Well, actually, no, I'm not stuck.
Yeah. We are going to wrap up the stream, though, for totally unrelated reasons. We're not going to. We're totally not going to.
Totally. No, never.
But really, thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/the Underpeel tonight for this fantastic set. I'm Renagram. I'm so happy that Yawa 200 could join me today.
It was a
really fantastic
blessing to be here. An absolutely wonderful showing from everybody. And I hope to see everybody in the chat again for the next one.
Yeah, big thanks to the audience for watching, to the teams for bringing us such a fantastic set, to the rest of production for holding this stream together. They are the glue that keeps us running. I am the glue eater, simply. But thank you all for tuning in. Really. Unless we have an interview, potentially. Okay. I don't think it's happening.
I don't think there's an...
There is a chance. There is a small chance. Yeah, if you want an interview, there is potential for an interview. Yeah, grim one. I too like listening to the winner yap.
One of the greater joys in life.
Yeah, I remember last Saturday's interview. That was fantastic. Boy eating the mic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we will be going into an interview shortly. And while that's getting set up, just, God. I'm pooped after that. I didn't even play.
Little.
I just watched, and it took so much out of me.
It did, and I'm glad we at least predicted the neon. Neon every game.
Yeah, we did see 4 neon picks, I think.
No, I think it was... No, you're right.
No, I
it
think
was
it was
only
4.
4. It was only 4. Yeah, you are correct.
Kinda crazy, honestly. Just, God.
Wow, insanely high energy.
And
I mean, to be fair as well, since it's their first time. I mean, this brings a lot of expectations for not only their matches that they're running this season, but potentially others as well.
Okay, soon we will be ready for this interview. It looks to be with Cherry. She is the star Neon One Trick. I don't want to call her the star duelist because she's the star Neon One Trick. That is what she is. And she's a very good job at it. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much I can say about that set. Like that was
I mean,
I'm not
truly,
dissing your captain. I'm complimenting your captain.
It really spoke volumes for itself, and if you truly needed to know more about it, I'd say you can always watch it here in the Underpeel at any time.
Something Twitch Prime.
So yeah.
All right. So,
speaking of Prime sub, did you guys know?
Did you know?
Did you know?
It is not unlikely
with
that you have a
Prime,
Prime sub and don't know it.
and you could give it to the Underpeel at any time.
Twitch Prime. Let's take Amazon's money together. All right, we're going to start our interview. We are joined here by Team Grimoire's Cherry.
All right.
So Cherry, any thoughts on that set, just in general?
Anyways, alright. Thoughts on that one? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Thank fuck we lost that. I don't want to fucking deal. I don't want to deal with that. Alright, map 2. Map 2, Nixie carried. I think Chicken did good as well. Map 3, 31 bomb by my go Chicken. Shout out to Jess, super sub. He has to rank up, by the way. I mean, what?
Yeah, like really a fantastic showing from every single player on your team. And Jess, are you glad you subbed in Jess instead of anyone else?
I'm very glad. You know, we here at TGRM, we promote all sorts of things like nepotism. I mean, what? And I think this strategy is very underrated by. Actually, no. The strategy has already been employed by many teams. Most no. I won't. They know who they are, but. Yeah.
So that was a very, very close map 1, but you really picked up the pace in maps 2 and 3. Really, really strong showing there. What do you think changed? What switch went on in your brain?
If I'm gonna be 1 second. Let me actually pull this up. Switch in my brain that made me pick up. I think like the actual answer is when it's a new map. Like it's a new map. It's a new map. I think like that's the reasonable answer. The actual answer is after that timeout, I was sort of like completely out of it because like that was because you know it was high key not like I don't know. I don't think I got a single kill after round after round 19.
But who's counting?
I just yeah, but I just did. So
but who's counting? So I don't know. You're a really fantastic captain, but I'm going to just say it. Chicken like turned it on last map.
Yeah. Alright, yeah.
What were the vibes like?
Yeah. I think map 1, the vibes were like very the vibes are very I feel like the vibes kinda like they were not at all compared to what the vibes were in map 2 and 3. Like I think they were more locked in.
And it definitely paid off. That much is for sure.
Are you okay? You were getting bigger for a
No.
second there.
No, I'm stuck like this.
Dog. I love how the whole team has just been like saying no, stop glazing us, no, stop, no, we play terribly, and it's like.
I mean, I have to say, I think you guys did actually.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
A series is a
I
series,
don't think you
alright?
can say
It's a series is a series, alright? I may have got completely carried, but it's fine. It's fine.
it feels like every member of your team is saying that you're getting carried is the thing.
No, it's like I have to do this. No, it's like, can I leak? Hold on.
I don't know, ask your teammates. But I'm just like picturing this whole troll physics thing where you're all just carrying each other and it keeps climbing you higher.
There you go.
Alright. Alright. We're leaking. During last night, we scrimmed Haven and and I dropped a 30 bomb. Alright. Right?
Yeah.
Yep, we dropped the 30 bomb. And then the next day, I dropped half the kills. We also. We dropped half the kills. And so, like, yeah, it was an off day by, like, yours truly. From not beating the most inconsistent player in Underpeel allegations anytime soon. But it's fine. This is
yeah, I don't know.
I'd also like to mention this is the second week in a row that that we've had someone with ear problems. By the way, because
that's rough.
I was playing with a fucking Office mouse for week 2, and then Chicken is on another mouse for week 3.
Dang, do I just need to like mail you some crappy mouse?
I mean, I've personally played Valorant off of couch cushions alone, so.
Now my little brother has like a really nice mouse plugged into his PC. What if I just unplug it and add it to you?
No, that would be mean. You shouldn't do that.
You wouldn't say anything.
You'd
probably just
wouldn't
really confused.
know anything.
Even though I've admitted to it live on stream.
Like.
I love theft.
Is your brother in the server?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But who knows, honestly.
Who knows?
It feels like he's everywhere. I am haunted by this child.
Damn.
And speaking of haunted, like, I don't think it's fair to yourself to complain about the Haven performance, especially since we've seen some very devastating neon plays happen so far.
No.
On Haven specifically.
No. You can. Who are you talking about? Oh.
Shush.
Do we want to call anyone out? Do we want to instigate? I mean, what? Are we instigating? Is Quad like now instigating for content? I mean, what?
I think instigating live might be good for content, but you also have to play with these teammates in the future, so just be careful.
I don't think I have to instigate. I think we already know about the Hoy Dart. I feel like
he's
we
not
know
even
this.
He's not even in the stream. He's trying his trying it their best.
They can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I can talk about them all I want.
Oh, they can't. Oh my god.
So anyway, before I make more enemies, it's probably best to end the interview here.
All right.
But are there any final shout-outs that you have?
I'd
or
like
anything
to,
you'd like to say?
I'd like to shout out to shout out to Bofa.
Oh, that's brutal.
For God,
That's brutal.
Look, alright. To be fair,
Wow.
though, he was a good Samaritan. Alright, he did his timeout.
What are you doing?
20 seconds. Alright, 20. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, dude. Alright.
Terrorist, what are you
Cut the
doing?
tapes.
Oh, cut it.
Stop.
Cut it before we cut it.
Yeah, let's just cut the tapes.
Cut it.
All right, thank you for coming on for the
Thank
interview,
you,
though.
guys. Thank
Really
you.
fantastic performance.
Thank you. Very cool. Thank you all.
So,
Definitely some interesting interactions we've got here in the Underpeel
Yeah.
community.
if suddenly we got so charged, I started something. My bad. I should probably we should probably close off stream before I do something
Yes.
horrible.
I believe this
To
is a
every
perfect time
team.
to end us off.
Yeah, so Yawa, thank you once again for joining me.
No, thanks for having. I mean, it's amazing to be here.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for tuning into the Underpeel. We'll be back again tomorrow for another match of this season 5 series. And from what I hear, it's going to be a pretty hype one. So you're not going to want to miss it. All right? So get some rest, get some popcorn popped in advance for tomorrow, and we'll see you there.
But not tonight. That'd be
Maybe a little
too
too
early.
far in advance, yeah.
A little too early.
I don't know.
Make sure
you
to
can
follow
time it.
as well at twitch.tv/Underpeel.
I don't know.
Make sure
Y'all can
you
time it.
catch the next one.
That's your job, not mine. Good night.